All right, chat. All right. Discord's live. I gotta stay fly.
Yeah, I think we're about even.
Yeah.
You hit
Chat.
there, I hit there. Maybe I need to go a little
Good day,
quiet.
chat. Welcome.
Chat.
I think I have you coming. Yeah, I have you coming through right now.
Yeah, me going through. Sorry, I'm adjusting my audio based on what your levels are doing.
I'm going in.
Just let me know what you need me to do, and I'll make it happen.
He's here.
Here, he's present.
Yeah, chat. We were waiting.
Hello.
Nick just got home, so I was gonna stall for a little bit and have y'all help me put more bands on this this wheel here for Kyle.
You also missed me playing ball pit, Nick.
Yeah, you did miss the ball
Yeah, you missed the pit.
pit. Dude, I didn't realize
game.
it was ball X pit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Oh, I will say I took some bands off of my wheel.
Oh, did you?
Well, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Like, some of these bands, and I wanted to talk to you about this, because I was like, some of these bands, I like a couple of their albums, but I was like, I don't know if I want to, like, make you listen, and maybe even make me listen to all, like, 10 of their albums, if I'm only really, like, excited about 3.
That
So I
is
took a
fair.
good-
However, I think we have a compromise on this, because I have Pink Floyd on mine.
Yeah.
And that would be a literal torture chamber. I think we can just make our own rules, and like for Pink Floyd, it would probably just be that stretch of like, what is it? Like The Wall through Dark
How many
Side of the
albums do
Moon.
they have? Do they really have that many?
They have so many. They've been a band for like 60 years. They've got a billion albums.
Like, what, 150 years old?
Pretty much.
Wait, why do I have an away mic on? What is this? Oh,
Away mic.
I turned on my mic.
Yeah, like I would want to do. Can I sort by like popular? Just
What I
albums?
was gonna say to you is, if we ever wanted to break from just doing like an entire art, because I still have a couple artists on here that have like 8, 9, 10 albums, but I was gonna say if we ever wanted to just like break from doing an entire artist, we could always just do like a couple podcasts here and there where it's like I pick 2 albums, you pick 2 albums,
And we just
and
listen
then
to
we
all
can just
that.
like talk. Yeah, just like talk about them and be like, we could rank them just like between each other. But
Gotcha.
just if there's like, oh yeah, I just really like this album and don't know much else about the band, and I don't want to make you listen to, because like mainly for bands like Shoo Shoo or Lightning Bolt, where it's like there's like one or a couple albums that like I'm really into, but I feel like you'd come over and shoot me with a gun if I made you listen to all of Shoo Shoo's discography.
Might.
Like,
Just might.
Yeah.
Nick, we do have a tier list. It's like a. Here, I'm just gonna send you
use
the.
Topsters.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Topsters.
I feel like this is a really stupid idea, but you should have to go through the entirety of Gucci Mane's discography,
No.
but not rank it by quality of music,
We're not
just
gonna-
by
we're gonna rank
the
it by
craziness
album
of the
cover.
album
Yeah.
cover. Yeah.
Okay, that could be a funny one, like a April Fool's episode, Kyle. We're gonna rank Gucci Mane's discography, but just by album cover.
Just by the album cover.
Barack Obama.
There's some good ones in there.
All right, let's see if I can put you on my stream.
But yeah, we
Nope,
got
almost there.
Yeah, we're just using Topsters. If you go into options, you can make it a width 1, height 9, and that should be good.
I mean,
Yeah,
all
like
those
I'm
album
looking at my
covers,
list
though,
and I'm
right?
like, I did just add Lil Wayne, but do I actually want to listen to every Lil Wayne album? I feel like that's a recipe for me to be really upset.
It's gonna be like a stretch where you're just breaking shit in your house and then
Yeah.
just disappointed for the rest of it.
Same with like Devil Wears Prada. Do I really want to listen to all their albums? I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking we do just maybe kind of
I mean, it's
like every couple months we could always just do like a, hey, here's some albums that we both really like that we want to listen to separately kind of thing.
yeah, something like that. Listen, it's
Minimize you, or is that gonna like explode the? That's gonna explode the thing.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Let's put you back. All right, you're back. I'm trying to remember how we did this like 3 days ago,
I know, right?
but I think I'm good.
Beautiful. All right, I've got my desktop
Bless
set up
you.
going.
Thank you.
Are you
Oh, I
going
need to
live as
record.
well, Nick, or are you just gonna participate?
I'm just gonna participate. I mean, I could go live.
You could if you want
Let me
to,
let me get my thing set up first. Just can you flip over to what album images you have, just so I make sure I add the right.
You don't gotta add anything
Right
on
one.
Topsters.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, if you just type in August Burns Red, or if you just type in the
Oh.
album name individually, it will it just brings up a list, and that's why we started
Oh,
using
so-
this instead of fucking Tier Maker, because you don't have to go and
Yeah.
like find all of the albums and shit.
No shit.
Like
All
I'm
right,
gonna be a
well,
dickhead
that's-
and use the deluxe cover for Leveler, but that's because that's the one that I grew, or that's the album cover I grew up with on iTunes. So
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, let me
sir.
get my OBS popped up here. I'm gonna just turn my AC on, and I will be.
Perfect.
also, chat, I'm
I'll be
so
good to
sorry. I don't have my book in Sonic's hands right now because it's upstairs in my bag from work, and I didn't feel like getting it.
Which book?
I'm reading 19. I've been using this little Sonic guy to display whatever I'm currently
Book.
reading. Currently reading
good, yeah.
1984.
Ooh, I was thinking about reading that.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I've been getting back into reading. I was like, maybe I should read some of these like shit that was supposed to be required readings in high school. And
But instead we read 13 Reasons Why.
yeah, instead we read 13 Reasons Why. Which, let me tell you, the book is certainly better than the series, but that ain't saying much.
Yeah.
Didn't that shit
I
get
like
like
the book.
didn't that shit get like 4 seasons?
I don't know
I'm
how
looking
many. I
at
know it got
this.
more than one, and I kind of went, why?
Yeah, getting more than one
Why?
season is crazy when that first season wrapped up the entire book.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of the thing, is I felt like it, like the point, whether the book hit the mark or not with it, the point of the book was to understand that your actions have consequential effects on other people. And how
Sorry,
they're
I opened
viewed
Netflix and
perceived.
they're just speaking Korean at me at the moment. I was very
And I
distracted.
feel like it turned. I feel like the TV show kind of took it in like a look. Isn't it fun to be depressed, and isn't it cool to like kill yourself and then make everybody else feel bad about it?
Holy
Let's
shit.
make 4 seasons about it. And I was
It
like,
is
no, that
4
was fun.
seasons. Oh my god.
What show is this?
13 Reasons Why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are there 4 seasons of this? I think 13 Reasons Why, though, was the show that I realized that, like, internet backlash doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Because there were so many people so goddamn mad about that show, and, like, nothing came of it. Top watched on Netflix. Like, that was the show that really sealed the fact that, like, nothing fucking matters on Twitter at all.
Well, also, that was a Netflix show, right?
Yeah.
And they love canceling shows if they're not as big as Stranger Things. So the fact that that thing got 4 seasons,
Well, it was big. Like, people consistently watched it,
Yeah,
like,
well, that's the
every
thing, like,
year.
as much as
Same thing
people-
as
I
fucking
feel like
Big
people
Mouth.
hate it on.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't get me
hate
started
Big
on
Mouth
that.
ain't been good
I
since,
like
like,
it. I think it
season
was
2.
disgusting.
Big Mouth ain't been good since like season 2, and yet it got like 8 seasons. Like, you,
Is that also a Netflix show?
yeah, also Netflix.
Mm.
But they canceled
Unfortunately.
like so many good shows that just
Canceled
like
Glow.
I don't know what that one is.
That's the wrestling show with Allison Brie. It was really good. Well, to be fair, it kind of got canceled because of COVID, but they could have picked it back up after COVID died down.
They canceled the Bone animation, but that was because they like were firing a shitload of their animators and stuff. I don't even think it's actually canceled. I think it's just like indefinite hiatus because again, they fired a shitload of their animators.
I was gonna say that means it's canceled.
Yeah. Good old Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me, but I'm live now.
Oh, you live? Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
Are we able to do a
flipped
threesome
everything.
on Twitch?
Oh, we're threesumming.
All right.
Wow, I don't
Just
know
make
if
sure
I've done
all
this
my-
before.
Dumbass alerts are turned off right now, and
Oh, they can be
that
on.
way-
They're only gonna affect you.
That's-
no, it's more for the, it's more for the, what's it called?
Oh, for the virtual cam when you're putting it into.
No, the fucking TTS shit.
Oh, do I have to do that for you,
Paul?
spams.
So that you
Because
can
that
actually
will-
think while you're doing this?
That, and so your chat doesn't get bogged down by the absolute most brain dead. I mean, you'll still see it because it's going to take people a few times of running the TTS before they realize it's not playing.
Yeah.
But whenever they did a channel plate redemption for it,
Yeah. Listen,
You'll
I
come
think
up in
I
here.
do think that 50s TTS is one of the
And it's
funniest
top
things
tier.
you've ever added to chat. And like,
I need to make it.
needs to
I need
never
to make it
leave.
more channel points. It needs to be more channel points. It when it is rapid fire though, it.
I do agree.
actually
You got a
just
lot
melts
of
my brain.
You got a lot of unfunny people using that one, unfortunately. And speaking of unfunny people, what's up, Zip? Don't you dare.
I'm not getting rid of it. It just needs to be more expensive. So
You guys
people
like my
really
my silly glasses I got?
I love him, Harry Potter.
me head ass.
Oh fuck, I am Harry Potter, aren't I?
You are a Harry Potter.
I'm not gonna lie, I very much thought about like at some point I am gonna just go live in the Nanami cosplay.
As you should.
do it.
At some
Also,
point.
just so you know, at some point I might have to stand up in the middle of this and help Dee because I know she hurt her foot recently, and she's out right now. So when she comes inside, I might have to help carry something in or something. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Go capture another Latin American president, you chodes.
We didn't do it.
We didn't do that.
Hate us because he ain't us.
Yeah. What's it like having the best McDonald's in the world, Zip? I have heard German McDonald's is like top tier.
What?
Yeah.
I like Irish McDonald's because they have Guinness, at least at the airport.
Ooh. That's good. And what if I'm gonna adjust something on my mic and probably fuck everything up for stream, and honestly,
Yeah,
kind of
go
like it
ahead.
better that way. Oh wait, I already did that. Easy.
That's pretty
Easy. I haven't been to any fast food franchise in over 10 years. Good for you, honestly. Fucking I haven't been in a while. Probably since I started like working out and actually like looking at what I eat. No, that's a lie. I've had people like pick stuff up for me, but just like I don't know, man. Anymore with fast food, I'm like, if I'm gonna pay $10 for food, I'd rather just pay like another $5 and go to fucking Chili's.
That's kind of where I've been.
And
at
that's just what
recently.
prevents me from going to fast food ever. Is
It's
because I'm
Chili's.
like, it is Chili's. Chili's is now, Chili's is the fast food gatekeeper, bro. Like, I sit there and I'm like, I could go to Taco Bell and spend like $7 on my good old slop that I love. Or I could go to the Chili's literally across the parking lot from it and have a 10 times better experience for maybe like, I don't know, 1.5, 2 times the price. The math just checks out.
Mhm.
Did I just... Oh. I hit stop my music instead of clip that.
All right, so
Is everybody ready?
how we feeling? Are we ready? Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
ready. I'm
I'm-
sitting at the list.
I'm good
I
too.
got mine up here too. I think we're good to go.
All right, all right. Is everybody
Yeah.
screen sharing in here? Oh, Kylo.
I am.
I don't necessarily need to see... Or I don't... Oh, yeah, I do kind of want to project Kyle's screen.
Am I sure? What am I?
Streams. Oh, fuck. Okay, I gotta figure this one out. This one's gonna be funny.
Would you like me to share my OBS or?
Yeah, share the whole
My-
thing so
okay.
we can grab your, well, you're sharing that, which is good. I guess it's really just up to you whether you want your face shown.
How's
Okay.
is that just
Don't-
showing my entire OBS?
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, just, oh, you don't have virtual cam as an option, do you?
Let me see. It might just not be turned on. Hold up. Start virtual cam.
I am
And
messing
I gotta
stuff
pop
up.
this
Right.
out somehow. Fucking goddamn.
Hold up now.
How do, yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how to get.
Ah!
I don't know how to get Nick and you, Paul.
I'm
So
not remembering.
Why is
Pop out.
why
There
it
we go, there we go.
backwards?
It looks backwards for you. It's not.
Okay,
Is the funny thing about that. All right, grid view.
that's
This is gonna be
hilarious.
so fucking stupid looking. Okay, okay, okay.
yeah, I'm lucky to just have Paul up here right now. So
I've got like,
keep it so.
okay,
I
you know what?
probably
I'm just gonna
should.
use
Oh
this.
God.
If I go to desktop and I hit, okay, good. I do have Kyle stream. It's just there's some
This is
fuckery
beautiful.
going on right now.
Okay.
Can you see what's going on mine?
It is an
on.
actual like aneurysm inducing looking at.
All right. We've got it. We've got it.
I need to flip this over here real quick. So you both have each other up, like all three of us up on your streams right now, correct?
I just have Paul. I can't figure out how to do more than that. I tried to move Paul, and then Paul got smaller on my stream, and I said, you know what? I'm about to make things worse right now.
Oh boy! All right.
I can pull up both of you. Did you pop the? Well, so my problem is that like it is a side-by-side view. If I bring up both of you at once, I don't think I can pop both of you out, but it's quite all right. Yeah, exactly. And then Kyle, you're gonna want to hit like hide my own. There should be options for hide my own camera as well as
Where? In Discord?
Yeah, the little 3 dots, and there will be hide my own camera or show my own camera. Turn that off, and then hide non-video. Or yeah, turn off show non-video participants. There you go.
Oh,
there you go. Oh wait, that was Nick. That was Nick
You're
figuring
gone
that
now.
out. Oh no,
You're gone now, Paul.
I'm gone now.
Yeah, I don't know.
why is it like this?
I don't see you on. Oh wait, hold on.
Is it because I'm just restreaming? Hold on, I'm gonna go back to my face cam. Is it because I'm just
God.
restreaming you back to yourself?
Was it?
Maybe. It might have been.
Or maybe it messed up. Yeah, because this looks like me. This is me over there. All right, so where did you go?
I'm here, I assure you.
I think I have to just like reselect. Nope, that's not it. Nope, get rid of that. Get rid of that. I just put the Discord up. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. You're not gonna find anything that crazy in there. Are you just doing 2 separate captures, Nick?
Not letting me do.
Yes.
Look
Do I
at
have
this.
It's. Oh wait, shit. Wait, this actually might work out because it's whoever's talking
Oh,
gets
I
priorities,
see.
so it's
I'm
going back
sorry.
and forth. Oh.
Well, no, I'm so stupid. It's because I minimized it. I'm an idiot.
Oh my god.
God.
I'm glad chat could be here to share in this lovely moment of what all's going on. Here, I'm just gonna go to mine.
How did you change it to whoever's talking?
Oh, this is good. This is good. This is prime right here. This is prime.
All right. Yep. I like this.
This is good. This is good.
You guys, thank you for tuning in to the Not Very Radio podcast. My name is Kyle, and I'm here with.
My name is Paul, and for the first time ever, we've got a special guest on here.
Hi everybody, my name is Corn or Nick, whatever one you want to call me. I don't really care. I'm happy to be here. What's going on, gentlemen?
Not too much, as you know. We've been fucking around with Discord for about 20 minutes trying to get everything to work, and now it's working.
Next Hokage.
What? Oh my god. All right, well,
I don't know.
this is the disaster stream where we talk about bands' discographies, and this week it was, I guess, my artist that Kyle picked.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my artist that Kyle picked, which was August Burns Red. So, in the last month or so, Nick, Kyle, and I have all listened to every August Burns Red album except one, which I will go over in a second. And today we'll be ranking them from worst to best. I meant to ask before we started, but since we usually do person less experienced with the band reveals theirs first, do we want to have Kyle reveal his first since he's got the least experience with the band, or do we want Nick to reveal first since he's the guest?
I feel like Nick's the expert.
I think either way is really funny because Nick and I could just dog on Kyle for his picks.
I was gonna say I think I picked, then you guys can go, what? No.
Yeah,
okay,
I was gonna
okay.
say. Plus, let me kind of just see how y'all kind of go about, hear your explanations on that. So I'll just go, I like this album, and then just sit there with my thumb up my ass.
So what we usually do is Kyle will say so we're gonna start with 9, which that one's different because I'm gonna explain it, and then Kyle will tell us what his 8th favorite August Burns Red album is, and then Nick, you and I will reveal where that album landed in our rankings. So let's say Kyle goes, oh, my 8th favorite was Messengers, then I would reveal where Messengers is on my list, and you would reveal where it is on your list.
Okay.
Buddy, do I have some news for you?
There's no way I just guessed that. Kyle, you have to be lying to me. I refuse to believe you're not lying to me.
Paul, how do I are you pulling up Nick on your I don't know if I can get Nick on, just saying.
I do
I don't
have
know
him
how-
up.
Okay,
I have him up, but it gets real funky real quick.
that's fine. We'll go with it.
All right.
I'll fix it in post. I won't. I'll leave it like this. But it's fine.
You could just click on my screen on Discord, my camera, and that should prioritize it to the front.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to. I need like a third monitor for this.
Yeah, see, and then I can just.
Oh, my
he's
God.
going further.
Even further beyond.
And then when it's ongoing, I'll just drop that, and that way it's not
Yeah.
assaulting
Right, this
everyone's
looks
eyes.
good right now. However it is right now, that looks good.
Okay. Do you want me to just leave it like that with like Nick's on there so you can capture it, and then like when I close the stream, it's mine?
Hold on, I messed up something up. Hold on. That looks good enough.
Okay.
That looks good enough.
And then I
let me
close
make
it, and then
you-
it's mine, and then I open it,
Yeah.
and Nick appears.
You know what? If I make, that's not the right one. If I make this a little bigger, okay, no. You know what? I'm done touching. I'm done touching.
All right.
It's gonna look a little wonky. It's fine.
All right. So, to get this started, I'll explain our little caveat we've got going on here. Chat. There's a caveat to this ranking, as well as it's gonna make Kyle and I giant ass hypocrites. However, August Burns Red 100% used AI art for Death Below's album cover, so none of us even listened to it, and we're ranking it last by default off of that. Fuck AI. That's some bullshit.
I'll put it at the bottom.
The obvious caveat to this is it was very early into that, and they may not have known the ramifications, blah, 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 blah. I'm still not excusing it. It's some bum-ass behavior, and it was very, very disappointing at the time for me to see, long-time band I enjoyed do that. So, I still have never listened to this album. They packed it full of features.
Cool.
I'm sure, and as I said with Kyle a million times, I'm sure you can guess what this album sounds like. This is not exactly a band that changes the sound all that much. So,
What do you mean?
nah,
It sounds like an August Burns Red album.
that it does. As much as I love this band, I could tell you what this album sounds like. So,
Yeah,
I think without further ado, Kyle, what do you
All right.
got?
So first, let's see if this looks okay when I do this.
Looks great. Looks great.
If you can see it there, it's nice and small.
All
August Burns
right.
Red, Thrill Seeker.
Thrill
their
Seeker.
debut.
Okay.
Again, like you said, they all sound very similar, so it's hard to kind of distinguish which one I'm feeling. But for me, this one I think just sounded the less produced, probably out of all of them. So I was like, you know what? I think it doesn't do anything more than like some of the other ones do, and it also production wise or mixed wise doesn't sound better than any of them. So I put it there. That was kind of my thought process.
That is fair. Nick, where do you have Thrill Seeker on your list here?
See, it's hard because while I agree, obviously it's their first album.
Yeah.
I don't even think Jake Lars was the vocalist at the time for that
Jake?
album. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake is not the vocalist for this album, and Dustin is not the bassist yet. They recorded this album, and I think picked Jake up like a week after it came out.
There's going to be a theme with my list, and it is definitely just I'm nostalgia baiting, and I'm big on because as we said, you heard an August Burns Red album, you've heard pretty much their entire discography. There's some bangers intermixed into it, but Thrill Seeker is one of the few that's pretty unique, but I feel like it kind of doesn't hold up at the same time. So it's not eighth, but it's Let me see. It's 6 is where I had it. It's not the worst. It's not my like bottom tier one. That's not 6. Oh,
You
that's
have it in 7th, by the way. Yeah, okay.
I know. Yeah. I'm throwing off because we already put one on the bottom tier, and now my number in my head is all screwed up. Anyways, it's unique, and I think it's fun for what it is. The production's pretty rough. When did that album even drop? That was like,
Dude, it was like 2005,
maybe.
I think.
Let me see. Yeah, 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but I enjoy it. It's a fun listen every once in a while. Not my go-to, but I can get down with it.
Very fair, very fair. Kyle, if we were playing the game from the other night, I'd have to drink right now. Or you and I would have to. Because I also put Thrill Seeker at 8th. I was trying to pull up the list. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
Not doing that game on a Monday, that's for sure.
Fuck, no, that'd be crazy. Oh, my bottle. I thought I still had the bottle of Henny behind me, and I was just going to reach for it while saying that's crazy. Yeah, I kind of echo a lot of the same points of just it's their first album, kind of what did you expect? I think they were still trying to figure out their sound here a little bit, which I do think helps it in some ways of like, I was kind of pleasant. Like, I don't think I had ever listened to Thrill Seeker before this. I may have heard like Barbarian before, but I had never gone back further than Messengers. I think I knew that Jake Lurs and Dustin were not on this record, and I was like, well, it's not even like the band that I like have come to know and love, so I just never looked it up. Also, the time when I loved August Burns Red was when I was still buying CDs and buying songs on iTunes, so I was not going to spend money on this album.
Fair too.
I will say they did remaster it.
They did. That is another thing, another point I need to make, chat, is that we have not been listening to any of the, well, I hope not, been listening to like the remasters or the re-recordings or anything. We're listening to like purely the original versions. Because if I did listen to the remastered ones, some of my notes might change on some of these because they do sound better at least, but...
Well, I will say too, though. Like, I know we're talking about like the production isn't as good. It's not bad though. Like,
no, it's not bad at
I
all.
will say that in terms of like all these albums, like I don't think any of these sound bad. Like that's why I'm like, well, why we didn't need like, yeah, it doesn't sound the best, but like, I could put this on at the gym and have a good time listening, like get energized up. You know, it wouldn't ruin my day or anything. I don't think it was necessary.
Yeah, but I think well, we also didn't listen to their like first EP ever, which does not sound good.
Which I saw that on.
I listened to it like a little bit. It's got like an elephant on the cover. It's from like 2003, and I was like, now that sounds like a first effort from a band.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. But yeah, the big thing was it's very good for not having their lineup that they have had ever since this album. Like that lineup, I think, has been together for 20 years at this point. I said the last 3 tracks really impressed me. I don't remember the exact names of them. Yeah, Shot Below the Belt, Eve of the End, and 7th Trumpet really impressed me. I was also shocked that they would put an 8-minute song on their first album ever. I like Speech Impediment a lot. And it was more varied than I expected. Kind of like what I was saying. Like, it felt like they were still trying to find their sound, and they had some more of that, like, like a more generic metalcore sound. Like, some of the songs had some of those, like, panic chord breakdowns and stuff you would have heard on, like, some of the more lesser-known metalcore at this time. Which is cool, but you also still hear a lot of, like, their DNA on this one. So, yeah, it's in last just because, like, I don't really see, like, none of the songs stood out enough that I would go back to those individual songs on here. Like, maybe Barbarian or Speech Impediment, but at the end of the day, like, it doesn't really have much staying power compared to the rest of the discography.
That's fair.
You know, going through my notes, and I have to ask a quick question here, because might change things a little bit, and I might just be really stupid. We have 9 albums, and them having like 18 different like re-recordings of albums.
Oh my god,
is incredibly annoying. Are we including the Christmas album in this whole list, or is that its own thing by itself? That's why. Okay,
that's a separate thing.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if that was the case, so that was also my numbers getting confused. So that being in there, that would move Thrill Seeker to 7th for me. Just for clarity's sake.
Okay. So you had Thrill Seeker
You had
above
it
the
right.
Christmas album.
Yes.
Fair enough.
As much as
Honestly,
I love it, but I was like, it's kind of doesn't fit the
I
whole
did put it
thing
on
here.
briefly while Kiara and I were going on our little like pre-Christmas date that we went on, but I was just like, God, this thing's so fucking silly, especially like the
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman cover that they have in there.
It is on it, like it's silly on its own, but if you see them live and they play their Christmas shit, it is incredible. I will fully just glaze on that. I've seen them at their Christmas concert like I think like 4 or 5 times, and it was fantastic every time.
Dude, do you want to hear some shit that or like a rumor that I heard recently about
What's
Christmas
that?
Burns Red? I heard that the merch cut was like 60%. And like I'm pretty like I don't know who the fuck is running that venue, but yeah, from I want to say the Kawanashi guys were saying that merch cut was like 60% at Christmas Burns Red this year.
Well,
And I was like,
know
God, I
back
would have
in
shot
the-
somebody. That's fucking crazy.
I don't want to harp too much on this because I know we got other albums to go through, but
Yeah.
I know for a while they were at the Chameleon Club, and that was like their spot. Like they played a
Yeah.
lot of shows, like back in the heyday there, and then it just got too big, so then they moved it to the convention center,
Yeah.
in Lancaster, and I think that's where it got not so great.
Oh, I'm 100% certain because Chameleon Club, as far as I know, it was a very chill venue. I loved every show I went to there. But yeah, when you're going to a convention center, I'm sure there's going to be some kind of thing like that, some kind of like, convention tax for like using that big of a building. It's, it's probably just not the ideal venue for that kind of thing. But when you got that many people and you want to still have it in Lancaster, I mean, like, what, what can you do?
Fair.
All right.
I do have to say one more thing about this album, though. And
All right.
actually, I was debating on talking about it now because it's going to be a consistent probably through a lot of these albums, which is the lyrics. I think these are some awful lyrics. There's just you're like a little girl with a stupid crush. It just sounds so condescending. It sounds like they're talking down to me. And when he's screaming at me, I'm like, don't scream and talk down to me. We're all guilty of self-centeredness. You don't really have it that bad. Like, what do we do? Like, I'm sorry. Like, the guy's just yelling at me to suck it up. I'm like, shut up, dude. I don't care.
Early 2000s Christcore is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
it
is. Listen, it's not Amir levels of crazy with I want to watch you suck his dick, but
Oh my god.
like still.
That's because it's Christian core.
Yeah, that's because it's Christ core. Fucking it's also not fucking Memphis Mayfire Jezebel. That's a funny one.
Oh,
That's a crazy one. I'm never letting that one go. And I hope neither does Dan from the Wonder Years. All right, Kyle. Let me
All right.
I'm gonna pop back over to you real quick. What do you got at number 8? Or number 9? Number 7.
8.
7.
No, number 8.
Wait.
Wait.
8?
Right?
It'd be
How many
No,
guys-
8 was Thrill Seeker.
It'd be 8.
10, 9, 8,
Oh,
7, 6,
yeah,
5,
yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. How many albums are there?
They're supposed I have 9.
9. It should be 9. If you
Oh, I
take
thought
out
it
the
was
Christmas
10.
album, you
My
My bad.
You can just
My
put the
bad.
Christmas album link at the bottom if you want.
There we go. Oops. Now I gotta. Sorry, guys. I thought it was 10, including the one we didn't listen to. That's why I got mixed up. It was 9, including the one we didn't
It was
listen
9
to.
including. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess I was wrong then when I said that Messengers was my number 8 because now it's my number 7.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that it was. I thought the drums, especially at the kick, just felt like way too like punchy and dry for everything else. It stood out a little bit too much in the mix. Oopsies, that's not what I wanted to pull up. And I just felt like it did the least amount of like. Again, like we're splitting hairs here. Is that the term? Is that the same?
Yeah. That is the term.
I did like. Well, I went back and forth. Sometimes I really liked how heavy this one was sounding, and then other times I felt like they were trying too hard to make it sound heavy, which made it feel like, you don't need to. And again, I think especially in the earlier albums, I found the lyrics kind of like not as pleasant to experience with my ears.
Yeah, that's
Which I don't have a whole bunch of them listed here, I will say. I think this one was less bad than another one that I will be talking about later. But yeah,
okay.
I think I'm gonna put that there. I'm committing. It's up there, Steve.
It's up there. All right, Nick. Show me potato salad.
Show me potato salad. So,
Kill!
yeah, I was gonna say, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Like your number one.
That's gonna be number 2 for me.
Ooh,
Messengers.
That's
a good ass album. I will fight people on this. My argument on this one is, in particular, just one song, Backburner. I don't really need to say a whole lot more than that. But no, this is it. It sucks. It's like I'm trying to be like unbiased about just like quality of like, you know, the actual production of it, is the lyrics, the sound, all that stuff. But like this album's also like one of the first like heavier albums I ever listened to growing up. I think it was Backburner, Composure, and Blinding Light, where I was also an iTunes kid. I remember specifically buying those 3 songs because I was dumb and didn't just buy albums. I just bought individual songs and didn't realize that I would save more money and get
we
more
all
out of
did it,
my
brother.
music
We all
if I
did it.
just. Yeah, but no. You know, and I wish I could remember how many times I've seen August Burns Red live. It's an abhorrent amount of times. And with all that being said, like them. The performance live of Backburner was always great. Same with Composure. I can get down with the lyrics. I think it's a little like August Burns Red and lyrics are kind of meh to me, to be honest with you. I've always enjoyed just the sound of them and just kind of the what is it? Just the energy that comes behind their music. And yeah, Messengers was just like top tier for me though. Love that album.
That is fair. Well, I'm gonna kind of disappoint both of you. Funny enough.
Ooh. How do you do that? Put it right in the middle?
I do have Messengers kind of right in the middle. I've got it at number 4, actually.
I'm getting my gun.
I mean, kind of like Nick said, I cannot deny what this album, like, meant to, like, 11-year-old Paul in, like, whenever the hell. Like, I bought this album at, gonna name drop it, Nick, good old Creation Festival.
Oh shit, you went to Creation?
Oh, I went to Creation Wait, Kyle, you probably know what that is too. We're all former church kids.
I never heard of it, but I think like years ago we did a podcast where you talked about like the Christian core to metalcore pipeline or something like that.
Yeah.
And I,
I
feel like
definitely talked to it on there. Yeah,
like,
I think
you heard
we did that.
you heard what happened to the guy who like ran that thing, right?
What's he, a pedophile?
Yep.
Yeah, imagine my shock. Fork found in the
Yeah.
kitchen? Like,
Water's wet?
yeah, fucking Jerry Seinfeld's in Tel Aviv again? All right, you might want to cut that one, Kyle.
We'll see.
Lest the great state of Israel nuke your house.
They don't know where I live. They can't find
Oh,
me.
I got
Actually, there's
I'm
no
gonna
children
wait
in your
till
house, so
later.
you might be safe.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, we're Kyle.
Now the bit's getting cut.
Now I'm getting bombed for sure.
Messengers is number 4 translation.
Okay,
All glory
no,
to the
we're not
great-
doing
Yep.
that one. We're not doing that one. So, anyways,
All right, so-
much like
We're
Nick-
back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back after some. We had some interference
After some
there.
Paul moments.
Yeah. Anyways, Messengers. Much like Nick, I have a lot of nostalgia for this album. I did catch it on the 10-year tour, I think it was. And that shit was crazy. I got punched in the face during In Heart's Wake and then spent the rest of the show up in the balcony because I was like, I'm not letting that shit happen again.
That wasn't very Christian of that mosh pit.
Well, In Heart's Wake is not a Christian band. They're in fact like eco-terrorists, and I love them.
No.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, I love Messenger, and I expected this one to be like, it's close enough to where I thought, but I would have put this one at like 3 before re-listening and re-ranking them. It's great. I do think that the opening, like, as much as I love some of the opening tracks, I think they just, like, I think the album doesn't really get started until Composure. I think from Composure onward, this album is real good, but, like, fucking, I love Truth of a Liar. That song is riff salad. I feel like most of these ones just felt like just random riffs put together without a lot of, like, transitional pieces. And then for some reason on Composure, they get their shit together and start writing competent songs. I don't know what it is. That was kind of what I felt on this one. It sounds way worse than I remember production-wise. That snare sounds horrible. That snare sounds so bad. My caveat to this is I listened during a day when I had to borrow Kiara's car. So might have just been not used to the stereo there, but overall, my thing was I was just like, originally I gave myself number rankings for each of these to try and help me remember how I felt. I said it was a 7 out of 10. I said it's definitely better than Thrill Seeker, but there's still like some sloppiness to this one that kind of kept it below some of the like the upper 3. But obviously, like, it's at 4 for a nostalgia pick, 100%. Like, I certainly, if I split hairs over it, probably would have thought like one of the other albums below it was better, maybe, but I don't know. This one has some really great tracks, and like I do think it does deserve to be there.
Yeah, and again, it's hard to kind of pick between all of them because they are kind of similar. And like I think I only listened to these outside of maybe a couple of the albums. Probably only once. And
Yeah.
I just, as I said before, and put all of their basically discography into one playlist and just hit shuffle. So I could then like listen to a song and be like, that's what that album sounds like. And then after that, be like,
Yeah.
that's what that one sounds like. So I could kind of get like next to next comparison and then also try to change some of my thought processes.
Yeah, that's
that way.
fair. I might have to start doing that for like the ones going forward, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
The smaller ones, like if we're doing like a 4 or 5 album band, like I'll listen to that. But this was like 8 of them. I was like, and I was running low on time. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, when we're doing an 8 album listen, it's a little harder to kind of like hone in on them, you know.
Yeah.
But all right, I think we've cleared up messengers pretty well. Kyle, give us your next one.
I'm kind of doing a bit of a last minute swap out here.
Oh, man.
Because of some of the conversation we've had so far.
Oh, boy.
And that is, sorry, I didn't switch yet. I'm going to, I can't even read that. What does it say? Hold on. Found in faraway places.
No.
I think this is the one that I have the least amount. Like, this is, I think, the one I have the least notes on. I said, I don't know if it's just because this was one of the few ones that I think I listened to whichever album came before this, and then listened to this one immediately after, so I think my thought process was just, this is the same thing. Except in Identity, there was a guitar noodling part that reminded me of like the Power Rangers guitar noodle, and it's like, you know what I mean? In the Power Rangers song, when they're go-go Power Rangering. But outside of that, yeah, this one, I had like hardly anything to say about this one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nick,
Again, I don't know if it's just because I did a follow-up, but I didn't think...
Paul, I don't think you're gonna
Uh-oh.
agree with me on it.
I'm going to you now, Nick. Going to Nick live on the scene. Where do you
Is Nick
got
gonna
this
agree
one?
with me? Am I based?
We are
No,
music
not
maxing
based at all.
board.
You're out of you are out of your fucking mind.
He's still mad about messengers, by the way.
I'm kind of pissed off about messengers.
We're trying to music max right now, but we can't seem to get along.
Yeah.
average.
Where do you got
Average
found in
mean
faraway
lines.
places?
I have it at number 4, and
Okay.
hear me out.
I can
is
understand that,
It is like in terms of like production, like this is where like there's actual sound and just like studio quality is like starts to get to like where I think it's at its best. And it's got a lot of really fun songs. Obviously, like Ghost is a great song. Got you know, they are from Day to Remember in there. Really enjoyed Majoring the Minors. Vanguard, love that. Loved how that one closed out the album. And it was very unique. Like I felt like in terms of just it being kind of more different, it was one of their more different ones, which is kind of hard to say for any August Burns Red album because they do all sound the same.
Yeah.
but I did enjoy it. I thought it was a little bit of a like them kind of taking a chance on some different things, just with their sound and just some of the breakdowns were just a little different. I always kind of just think of the end of Ghost and that being more like, I don't know how to really describe it. It's like not like a really hardcore kind of aggressive breakdown, but it's still like a lot of energy behind it. And yeah, I thought it was a fun album. Definitely better than a lot of the other ones, and you know, I think number 4 is a good spot for it.
Yeah, I can respect that spot for it. Kyle, I don't know what the hell you're on. That one's crazy.
I'm about to move it right now, but honestly, I don't know if I want to.
Nah, stick to your guns. Come on.
These next 3 are all kind of in like a similar like area for me, where I think I would really need to listen again to like give it a good.
That's fair.
Like I don't know, like they're all kind of in this medium of just like, these are the ones I think I kind of just didn't really care about. And I'm torn because now I don't know which one to. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna do it because it's my opinion. Are we moving on to the next album already?
I haven't done mine.
Oh, you haven't done yours. Sorry,
No.
I'm jumping ahead, man.
Chat. These two are smoking dicks. This one's number 1 for me.
Whoa.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Really?
My biggest argument in favor of this one is I love all of the different sounds that they bring into this one, and none of them sound bad. Like they've got like a Western part, a surf rock part. They go
doesn't
like,
do anything. Doesn't add anything. It's just there.
nah, it adds a lot. It adds a lot.
Doesn't do anything. It just go look at something different than the same exact thing we've
No.
been playing for the entire album.
Nah.
Oh, he's so special because we threw a banjo in for 30 seconds. No, the banjo part doesn't sound interesting or exciting. It's just there. It just exists.
Ooh,
It doesn't make you creative. You just picked up a banjo for 30 seconds.
Okay, you also like exclusively listen to banjo bands, so I'm gonna disqualify your opinion on that one. Hearing it as a metal kid, this shit's sick as fuck. And I appreciate that they like wanted to take those big swings in a pretty stale genre, as we know, and like throw these weird ass elements. And again, it all sounds good. It's obviously not like, as you're saying, Kyle, it's not like changing the world or changing like any of those added like instruments, but again, it's something very good for them. Like Nick said, I do think this is where the production really starts to lock in for like the rest of the discography. Like this is the final album, or this is the first album where like everything sounds exactly as it should.
I think that's why doing this is so hard. It's
Yes.
like, do I prefer whatever, or do I prefer like the better production later on? And that's where I kind of go back and forth on some of these, you know?
Yeah. My only complaint at all about this album, and it starts on an earlier album, every single fucking song from like, I think it's from like Leveler onwards, ends with the exact same fade out, and it pissed me off so much listening to all of these, because literally it's the same like, and like every single fucking song ended with that fade out.
That.
Not a single song ends with like just hitting a note. We don't hold out. Well, we hold out notes, but then it like cuts in a fade. We don't transition songs into one another anymore. Like that is the one frustrating thing about this, is that they did it on this album. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how else you would have like transitioned these songs better, but it's just really annoying. You mentioned Vanguard, Nick. Funny enough, when I was listening to it, I got to whatever the third to last track is. Where's that bitch at? I got to Blackwood, I think it was, and I was like, holy shit, why would they not fucking end the album here? Why are there 2 more tracks? Or was it, no, it was Everlasting Ending I hit, and I was like, that was the perfect ending track. Why the fuck didn't they end the album with that? And then it played the last 4 tracks, and I was like, oh, holy fuck, no. I was so wrong about that, especially with getting to Vanguard at the end. All the singles, I think, hold up really well with Martyr, Identity, and Majoring in the Minors. I'm glad they started to try and incorporate some singing on this one. I just think, again, I think it's the most varied of their albums, and I think that's why it sits as, like, my favorite. Because, like, I can go back to this and hear different stuff. You know, like you said, Nick, this is the not the first time they've had a feature, but a first time they let a feature like actually change something about a song. Because I'm pretty sure they featured somebody on Messengers, but like it's just more screaming, and I'm like, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this one. This was their first one when they got signed to Fearless Records, and yeah, it lived up to every expectation I had. It did have to grow on me for a little while, admittedly, when it first came out. But I was also just like, at the time, I was like, well, it's not Leveler, so like, why do I care? And then eventually I was like, no, everything on this is really, really good, and they really knocked it out of the park. So, I think that's all I got. Anybody want to
Good
tell me
deal.
I'm smoking one?
I already shouted at you, man. I'm
Yeah, that's
surprised
true.
I was the one shouting this time. So
I'm a little
I thought you guys would be
surprised.
shouting at me.
To be honest with you, I think I now know what your number 2 is, but
You don't, by the way. You don't. My opinions
We'll
changed.
see.
My opinions changed a decent bit with this listening.
I feel like I'm gonna piss you off at some point, but we'll move on to the next one. I'm not
Is
gonna
that
go
not
there
the
yet.
whole point?
Someone's gonna get upset.
Kyle already did. We got it checked off. We're in. We're in. Kyle, what's next?
Yeah, these two are it's torn for me. I wish I had more time with the one that I don't think I'm picking, so I could feel more confident in that pick. But the one I'm gonna go with, I think, is Guardians.
Ooh.
I don't know. I like it. The reason why it would be higher is just because I think the sorry, I moved
there
over
we
too
go.
quick.
No, I can
We're
switch to
time's
Nick
warping.
real quick.
But
Go to my face for a second.
I think the production helps this one a lot. I think the production just sounds great, which I think just kind of makes everything else feel or sound interesting, even if it isn't really doing as much different stuff as maybe I feel some of these other albums are. So I think that's just why I'm going to put it here. That's where's my? Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. Let me see if I have any other thoughts on it. Let me check my notes real quick.
That's fair.
I did like Empty Heaven. I felt like that was the best song.
Oh shit!
and
Wait,
yeah,
that album's called Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote it down as Defenders. I think that was the lead single. Oops.
There's the Defender, yeah.
Oh, I wrote it right in the ranking, but when I was writing my notes for it, I wrote the notes under Defenders.
Yeah, it's if you like regular metalcore, that album's for you, man.
All right,
That's
Nick,
the best way to put it.
I'm popping over to you, I think. What do you got?
So this is the one that was probably where I feel like I might turn some heads. That's number 7 for me, and here's my reasoning for
That's okay. I
I
need
had
to
a
hear some
feeling.
explanation for this.
it. This is when I got to this album. Mind you, I did a lot of like, for me when I'm in like a listening mood, I just gotta like listen to all of it, and I didn't really do what you did, Kyle. I just listened to them in order. And I think I had listened to like at least 4. Like this was the 4th album I had listened to of August Burns Red. And by the time I got to Defender, I was like, holy shit, I listened to 8 albums of August Burns, well 9 because I listened to the fucking Christmas album of August Burns Red. And I'm like, oh my god, it's like you could have told me that this is off of any other album, and aside from the production of it, I couldn't tell you what album it was from. It was just kind of meh to me. Like, kind of like Kyle said, like if you like metalcore, you'll like this album. I just didn't think it did anything like unique. And again, I might be a little biased too because like this was the tail end of the listening, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of August Burns Red in one sitting. And
Yeah.
I'm more like with my listening of August Burns Red in like 2026, it's like there's a few singles, individual songs picked out that I like in a playlist somewhere, and I'm like, ooh, look, I haven't heard, so and so in such a long time. Like, this is fun. I would never pick any song off this album to put into a playlist because it would just be probably a skip in my opinion.
Ooh.
I can't do. I think the main thing that makes it so high for me is just the fact that I think the production sounds nice, because I do think it's and I think it's worse because it's one of their more recent albums, and I feel like it's one of their less creative, and maybe I should have put it even lower for that, because like at least like with Messengers, like that's their second album, it's like of course they're not going to
that
break
is
away
fair.
from their sound as much, so like
Mess-
you're kind of convincing me that maybe it should be lower,
To say Messengers definitely like is where they that's the sound. Like they find the sound on Messengers and then just continue to like either do the exact same goddamn thing or try to expand on that sound a little bit, but never too much. Fellas, I got Guardians at number 3 actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Nick, I will say, so this, your exact thing. Oh wait, I didn't click over to my screen. Hold on. Nick, what you were talking about was exactly why I like limited myself in listening to these albums. I would not listen to more than one a day. And
it took me 2 months to get through all the albums.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. I think
I did it in a weekend.
Yeah, I think
Oh my
100% if I had listened to 8 albums like in 2 days, I would have not been enjoying the last one. However,
I said, I listened to Found in Faraway Places immediately after whichever one came before that, and I think that did a big reason why I didn't like that one as much because I listened to 2 in a row,
which is
so
crazy.
I can't imagine all 8 or all 9.
Yeah. I think Guardians is really good. Like I was very pleasantly surprised with this one because again, this late in their discography, and I've listened to the album that comes before it, and I was like, I know exactly what I'm getting into. Like there's not going to be anything different. I'm going to be bored to fucking tears. There was a lot more melody in this one, and there was a lot, like, I think the songwriting was a lot better on this one. I think there were more, like, melodic parts, a little bit more of, like, I put singing in quotes, because it's kind of like a scream singing thing that I really liked. I said the opening run was insane from Narrative to Lighthouse. The songs were, like, varied, but all still felt the same. Like, it doesn't,
Yeah, it did. It feels the same.
Yeah, it feels, but it feels like it has, like, a consistency to it that like Found in Faraway Places wouldn't have. Like Found in Faraway Places feels like all the stops on your journey, whereas this feels like a little more cohesive and collected, which could be to its detriment. I wrote down Bloodletter and Extinct by Instinct Rule. So apparently I like those tracks a lot. And then I bitched about the fucking fade outs again, as well as the fact that there's no skits, no connections. But again, every single song has the same fade out. But again, I thought I couldn't believe that I liked this one as much as I did when I listened to it. And I think that's like, I think it surprised me, and that's why I have it at 3.
I think the production tricks you. I think that's why.
I think it
sounds
does.
Decent. Although I did say in one of the notes I didn't like the first song's production that much, but maybe I just had to get used to it from like some of the other stuff. I don't know.
It's possible. I definitely thought this was the best sounding out of them.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
That's what it sounded fine.
I mean, realistically, it should be when it's the most recent album that we actually listen to. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right then. Kyle.
All right. So this next album is tough. Originally, it was going to be a lot lower, but as I kind of re-listened, I kind of said, you know what? I think the reason why it was going to be like bottom tier originally for me, was just because. Oops. Hold on. I'm trying. There we go. Is just because of the lyrics, and because this one I was at a car dealership waiting for my car to get worked on, so I literally just sat there, headphones on, staring at the lyrics, and the lyrics just got me so wound up and annoyed and bothered, and that's Constellations, man. They ruined this whole album for me. Like, again, if it wasn't for the fact that I probably like put all the songs on shuffle and re-listened and wasn't paying attention to the lyrics, it probably would have been like by Thrill Seeker. Like,
damn.
I did not have a good time. Like, I'm looking through my notes now to see if I have anything. About,
Is it the? This is the one that has the "You might think you're everything to everyone" lyric on it, or was that Leveler?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. The lyrics are pretty bad, like throughout the discography, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But as Nick said, we don't really listen to this band for the lyrics.
Open your closed mind and close your open mouth. I don't know.
I don't know. Kind of hard. Kind of hard. Kind of hard for 2009. Not gonna lie.
I write such terrible notes because like I make jokes to myself, but I don't give myself the context of why.
I love that.
I just have this note in here under Indonesia that just says my favorite Bible story is when David dies in a plane crash.
Huh?
Wait, what's happening? And I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means.
I love that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of like shut your mouth and listen kind of lyrics. Because I was like,
Yeah.
bro just hates hearing other people speak. Yeah, I said they should just be an instrumental band. This is a song dissing rationalists for not believing in God or something under the song Rationalists. Because it seemed, by what the lyric sounded like, it sounded like it was like, you don't believe in God because you're using rationality to think that it doesn't make sense for him to exist? What are you, stupid? And I was like, what, you're not gonna like do a counter argument? You're just gonna shout at him for it?
Good old Christ core, baby.
Yeah. I will say, they did say we're bruised up and burnt out, and I'll give an amen to that one. But yeah, no, I've paid way too much attention to the lyrics, and it ruined this album so much for me when I first listened.
That is definitely fair. Mr. Nick, can I just make a guess that it's number one?
I had a feeling it's going to be.
Let's say, yeah. How does it feel to be wrong? It's okay. We all make
I shouldn't
bad
have looked at the
decisions.
lyrics, man. I should.
Yeah, that
sorry.
was
You
that
got
one's
that
on
one.
you, bro.
I was
And
trying
to
to do
your-
my
to
due
your-
diligence.
To your point about Indonesia, I'm pretty sure that whole song's about a missionary who died in a plane crash in Indonesia. So that's probably why you had plane crash in the plane crash thing in there. I mean, I don't got a whole like. There's nothing super profound on my. I know Paul knows this, and I'm not sure if you're privy to this, but like my favorite genre of music is unga bunga, like hit him in the face with a shovel and like piss on him. I don't know, but like I'm very much into like how everything sounds and makes me feel more than like lyrics oftentimes. And this is one of the first metalcore albums I ever like had a physical copy of. I didn't just burn from a friend who had it on iTunes. I think no, it's not this one. But Whitewash is like I think my all-time favorite song by August Burns Red. I loved listening to Mariana's Trench growing up. That was like one of my all-time favorites, and I loved the intro to that. And I just like I said, I just remember just blasting this thing on repeat, like to the point where I probably had every like not just like lyric, but every like instrumental change and like beat of the song of every song memorized, just because I had listened to the absolute shit out of this. So it's more of like in terms of like actual quality and production compared to the other albums. Like if you compare this to Defender, I mean Defender sounds 8,000 times better from a production standpoint. Guardians.
I fucked everybody up now.
No, because I picked that must have been a single that I pulled over. That I was reading off.
Oh, you picked the Defenders single art. Let's go.
They're all three the same on there. It's
Yeah, they
pissing me
all
off.
look pretty
Anyways.
much the goddamn same.
Anyways, they it's not their highest quality production, but I think just from the songs themselves and just kind of the again seeing them live as many times as I did, I heard most of these songs played live. So just it kind of just holds a special place in my heart, and from just a more subjective standpoint, it's a all time for me. But I could definitely see the other albums being higher up for other people. I think it's kind of just a give and take, and you still kind of fall back into that whole every song kind of still sounds the same type beat. And I saw Paul's band in Maryland do a cover of this song at a church. I just want to put that out there. Of Whitewash.
Of Whitewashed it. Yeah, we were covering some crazy stuff at church. I remember we did like we would never do it like during service, but we would just like randomly like before actual church started, we would break out into like whatever song was piquing our interest. So like sometimes it was Whitewashed. I think we did Your Betrayal by Bullet for My Valentine a few times. I wouldn't be surprised if Blow Me Away by Breaking Benjamin was there. Just anything in Drop C, honestly. We were just ripping.
We did a cover of Have Faith in Me by A Day to Remember.
Oh, we
actually
did do
played
that
during a youth group. But I was talking about Remedy. Remedy played Whitewash at yeah.
What?
Yeah, I remember it.
No.
I promise you.
We played Carol of the Bells one time.
I'm talking about not the youth band, Remedy Within Ruins.
Yeah, I know
You
what
had a show. Oh. You know, I remember it. I will fight you on this. I know for a fact this happened.
He had too many natty
You
lights
can
in him,
fight
he
me all you
remember.
want on that. There is no way. I'm telling you right now, left hand on the Bible, that band was not talented enough to play Whitewashed. Like, maybe we played the opening of it for something. We were not playing Whitewashed all the way through. That band was not talented enough. Myself especially. I was not playing Whitewashed all the way through. I'm telling you right now, that didn't happen.
I could have swore it happened, but maybe I am misremembering things. But
No,
It was like another band
I'll
on the
agree
set
that
or something.
we might have just like broke out into that breakdown at some point, but I don't think we ever like
Maybe.
played it all the way through. We were tossing around trying to play Empire at one point, but that didn't go through because again, we were not nearly talented enough to play that song. Anyways, I have Whitewashed at number 2.
Constellations.
Yep, that's what I said. Yeah, I have Constellations.
It's one of those days.
Yeah, it is one of those days. I have Constellations at number 2, which actually surprised me a lot. Because growing up, I was definitely a Constellations denier. I think I just wanted to be a contrarian, if I'm being completely honest. Because for some reason, I was like, I like Messengers and Leveler better. But yeah, going back and re-listening to it, I was like, oh, this is why everybody loved this album, because it's the most consistent. I think it might be like the most consistently good of the ones that are like just strictly the August Burns Red sound. There's just a ton of good fucking tracks. Like you said, Whitewashed. This one also, guess what? It's the last one they do any kind of cool transitions on, so you're ready to get fucking bored after this one. But like you've got the transition from 30 and 7 to Existence. I think Whitewash transitions nice into Mariana's Trench as well. Fucking Meddler's a crazy track. Crusades has one of their nastiest breakdowns. The mix is fine. It does what it needs to. Yeah, re-listening to it, I was like, I totally get why everybody loved this one so much. And, you know, what, like 13-year-old Paul was very wrong in his assessments. Imagine that, a 13-year-old was wrong. We've never seen that one happen before. All right, I'm clicking back over to you, Kyle. What do we got?
All right.
What's next?
Next, we have Leveler.
Ooh,
Oops.
Okay. Funny enough,
Yeah.
I also have these last 3 albums like in a block of 3, like you did at the top. Just it's my what is this 5, 6, and 7.
Middle. 6, 7. Sorry, I hate
6,
that meme
7.
so much. I hate
He
so
said it.
much.
He said it, guys.
He said
it.
the funny thing. He said it.
I just felt like this album kind of felt a bit more diverse than a lot of the other ones, and I feel like these 3 albums that I'm about to talk about probably felt the most diverse to me, or at least most interesting.
That is fair.
Internal Canon had like some quieter parts, and I think that's like part of my problem. Like, I'm not as well versed in the genre as these two, and for me, like, I like more dynamics and when things settle down and then they build up to something versus just like always being at like 100 and just going. And I think as when we get to like this point in the discog, I think Sultan Light said pummel the darkness with light, which is a very Sonic the Hedgehog type lyric.
Hell yeah.
That was one of the notes.
That's so real.
But yeah, I think this one did this one come immediately after Constellations?
Yes, it did.
Yes, and this was after Constellations. I went, I'm not looking at the lyrics anymore. I looked a
Smart
tiny
man.
bit, but I was not nearly paying as much attention.
I do
Which,
think
granted,
that-
it's because I was also doing stuff while listening to these ones. In Constellation, I was literally just sitting there staring at the lyrics the whole time.
I do think this is the one that has the you might think you're everything to everyone.
Oh, this one's got in the song Leveler, it's got there's like a lyric that's basically just like, if my father didn't teach me forgiveness, I'd be eating you like a lion right now. And I'm like, what a stupid freaking line. Hey you two, you know I could totally beat you up right now if I wasn't just such a nice guy. If I wasn't like such a pacifist, I could totally take you guys. Like, what a stupid thing to say. These
Hell
lyrics,
yeah, we love cannibalism.
yeah, like I don't know, man. I think the guy's lyrics are bad and passable at best.
Yeah.
And also, I haven't talked about it yet, but I'm not really a fan of the vocalist at all. I don't know if he's the one writing the lyrics, but if he is, they're not great, and I think his vocals are pretty one note. I don't think,
that
outside
they
of
are.
a couple moments, I don't think he does anything really interesting with his vocals. And when it does, it's like 5 songs out of the whole discography, maybe.
I
And
will
you're like,
say,
all right.
Kyle, any vocals that you're hearing that are not the same thing that Jake Lurs is doing the whole time, probably their bassist Dustin Davidson doing them, because he's a pretty good vocalist. He's got a I think he's got like a pop punk project that put out like an EP or something ages ago, but he's a pretty comparable vocalist. He just he plays bass.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just kind of can't help. And again, I don't know all the different micro and subgenres of all the different metals and whatnot, but I guess I'll bring it up now. Is a good time as any. But let's gas up Paul real quick and talk about No Business. Because like when he's screaming, right? Which one is it? Where like I should have trusted my gut, but you made me so nauseous.
Oh, that's
The way
Tattletale.
Yeah, the way the instrumentation goes with the rhythm of which you're saying the words to emphasize certain words and syllables is very nice to hear. And this is just musical noodling a lot with him just screaming over top, and that is a lot less interesting for me to take it. It'd be one thing if it was during certain sections and then there was other sections where they kind of lock in, but it doesn't in majority of these songs, just not even this album, the whole discography.
Yeah.
It is just him screaming over top of metal instrumentation. And I'm like, why can't we get some of that No Business galore in here right now? I'm listening to all these albums like I'd rather be listening to No Business right now.
All right, so all I heard was that No Business is better than August Burns Red, and I'm taking that one to the grave. Yeah, Kyle, if we ever get to Periphery, you're gonna have that same exact feeling on their first album. That was because that was written as an instrumental album, and then their vocalist just had to
I thought
fucking.
they were only instrumentals.
Nope. There's a vocalist, and he's real good. But that first album was supposed to just be an instrumental album, and then they added vocals to it later. So Nick, where do you got Leveler at?
So, all right. I had this one like tied. And honestly, I think I do need to make a slight adjustment. I've been racking my head on this. So, I believe Found in Faraway Places is dropping down one.
Damn.
Leveler is going at number 4.
Okay.
It's kind of a similar beat to Constellations. This was another one I listened to a lot growing up. I think it's one of the only signed albums I still have in my possession is this album, and I might real quick go try to find it because I think I know where it is just to pull it out and flex, which is not too much of a flex because it's August Burns Red, but either way, it's another one of I think it's the only other August Burns Red album I actually had a physical copy of. Listened to shit out of it growing up. I really like Empire. I think Empire is one of my favorite songs. I think there's other songs on that album that just kind of are meh to me, and that's kind of why it is a little bit lower. But Empire, Poor Millionaire were like songs I just always had on repeat. It's just a fun album to me. Same, I feel like a broken record on a lot of these, but it's one where I heard a lot of those songs live. Performances were always great live. And yeah, it's just kind of I think it's a little bit more of middle of the road for me, but like high tier middle of the road.
Gotcha.
Fair.
All right. I'm pretty similar to you on this one, Nick. I actually have Leveler, and I'm using the Car Crash one because that was the one I had on iTunes back in the day.
Yeah, that's the one I have too.
Yeah. I put Leveler at number 5. I pretty much always swore that this one was my favorite. Re-listening to it, man, I just did not find as much to love about it. Obviously there's Empire and Internal Canon right off the bat. I do think those are probably my two favorite songs by them still. But I think after I got out of those two songs, I was just like, wow, this album does not have a lot going for it past those two songs. Like I always remembered liking Salt and Light a lot, but even that one I just like, I don't know.
Pummel darkness with the light.
I
Sonic
know.
the Hedgehog.
I know. I, much like you, Kyle, was very glad that they started adding some of those cleaner parts like are in Internal Canon. I think Internal Canon might be the best they have done that. And I think that's still why it's probably my favorite song by them of all time. But yeah, man, like, I also said that I felt like the production was almost like too clean for what the instrumentation's doing. Like, they're not doing a whole lot that's all that complicated, and it almost felt like, you know, you've got this very pristine sounding metal record, but it's still at the end of the day is just guitar, bass, and drums for the entire thing. Like, there's no other like elements that you're trying to weave in there to like expand the sound or anything. Like, it might even just almost sound better a little more raw. But hey, the drums at least sound better than fucking Messenger's drums. I can agree to that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Again, I love those first two songs, but I couldn't get into the rest of the album, which is again weird for an album that I swore was my favorite for a long time. But
So we were all 3, 4, and 5 on that one.
ooh, 3
Going down there.
Ooh.
All right.
Mind if I run and use the bathroom real quick before we button up these last two?
I
Right ahead.
guess.
Go piss, girl.
Actually, if he's doing that,
I
I'm going to
will.
grab my water jug because I left it upstairs and I've been talking.
All right. That's
All right,
fine.
quick break, chat.
I'll chit chat. What's up, you guys? It's your resident not metalcore listener here. And maybe that's why I put these in the order I did. I know Nick was saying he likes the way it makes him feel. I just don't really feel anything when it comes to metalcore. Like, I find myself getting more like angry listening to like, it's like punk music or like other kind of sounds. I don't know. Or I mean, not all metal music, because like I like Knock Loose's album from 2 years ago. What is it? You something with the cross on it. That one was fantastic. I think the production helped a lot on that. Everything they were playing just sounded hellish. That gets me going. But a lot of these other ones, like this kind of stuff, I just don't. It doesn't feel angry. It sounds distorted and like heavy, but heavy doesn't really do it for me. I need it to sound hellish, and it doesn't sound hellish. It just sounds like they're playing low notes. You know? Bass guitars do that. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad analysis of it. Maybe that's some rage bait a little bit, but or like an exaggeration of my overall opinions. But yeah, I don't know. I just like it doesn't like Constellations, and again, I focused way too much on the lyrics of Constellations, and I think that affected that one. But I do think the production just doesn't sound as good, and yeah, I do think most of these sound very similar, which makes it very hard to rank them. And that's ultimately like my main problem with a band like this is you wrote 10 albums and you hardly expanded from your thing. It's like these guys are talented, you know, for sure. Very talented musicians these guys are. But in terms of writing some diversity.
Sorry, my gang stars, I'm back.
Sorry, I was just giving some overall opinions on the band. I'm not sure if I was muted at all or not. Maybe I was only talking on my stream.
You were talking on my stream. I didn't mute shit.
Okay.
real quick, because I was correct in where I had stored it. Hold up.
Oh,
Let
baby.
me go to
Hold on,
this.
I gotta flip you.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Let me flip Nick on.
We always gotta do
Look at that.
Ooh, actually.
Look at that.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on.
I was about to say this is the perfect time for our little CD/vinyl showing.
What's he got? What's he pulling out right now?
Just gonna go pull out the
Uh-oh.
No Business vinyl. Uh-oh.
Where is it?
Paul.
Where,
us, Paul.
where the hell did I put this scene at? Son of a bitch.
Was that you that made
there
that?
it is.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
So,
All right, flex real quick.
sec. I was trying to find my signed copy of Rescue and Restore that I had. I think that may have been a wash in the flood.
Oh.
For some reason, I have a copy of Thrill Seeker that I don't remember owning. So, there's that. I like looked
That's
and I
pretty
saw
cool.
August Burns Red and I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, wait, why is the spine white? It should be like orange.
Yeah, that's the original, not the remastered.
Not the
version.
remastered.
I've
Remaster
not-
something someday, Paul.
Kyle, I have not bought anything August Burns Red related probably since like 2015, 16. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You got a rare item there.
yeah.
Everyone else can be buying the remastered version, like a fool.
Oh, probably. I mean, they re-recorded the whole thing because now I think they have the current vocalist on it. All right, we ready to dig back into yours, Kyle?
Yeah, let's give this a little. Let's give this a little
Dig
go.
in, yo,
Number
butt twin.
2. I don't know if this is. I don't know if these last are going to be hot takes. I saw Nick had some pretty low openings still, so I think one of these is going to make him mad.
I mean, both of my openings still are low, so
Are they? Ooh.
yeah, I think
Well.
one of these you're absolutely smoking penis on. The other one, I'm like, yeah, I could see that.
Well, I'm the one I'm holding over right now is going to be number 2, and that's Rescue and Restore.
At least you didn't put it at number 1.
You don't like this one?
No.
You got the freaking CD of it, dude. What are you doing? What
Yeah,
you did
I
before
had
you
that because
lost
of
it.
Warp Tour, brother. You had to
Yeah,
buy
see,
it to get
you
to
lost
the.
it because you didn't deserve it.
Yeah, you
You
had
didn't appreciate it.
No, you had to buy that. You had to buy that thing to get to the August Burns Red meet and greet. It was a means to an end, so that I could tell them they were my favorite screamo band, and they could all give me weird looks for that.
You'd be like, what does that mean?
No, straight up, their guitarist, I think JB, was literally just like screamo, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go home and like,
Google, what is that?
I'm gonna go
mean?
home and bash my fucking head into a wall. Because now my favorite band at the time thinks I'm a fucking idiot.
And they're correct.
All right,
Yeah, so
well,
just know, JB, that if I was a weaker man, your life could have been in my hands. Or wait. My life
what are we-
could have been in your hands. Never mind. I'm stupid.
were you-
Kyle,
I
why
was
do you
about to
like
say,
this
you
one?
threatening him? All right. Well, first off, I would say why I don't like it, which is just it's got one of the other stupidest lyrics I ever heard. I understand they mean well with the lyrics, but they literally screamed, "We're here to say the world needs more diversity. We're here to say we're also sick of your bigotry." Good sentiment.
Hey,
Stupid.
that's pretty good coming
It's-
out of a
it's so- it's so
Christcore
just-
band.
I was surprised. I will say, it's good for what they're saying, but it's just so like shallow in how they're saying it. It's like it's like they're about to start rapping like they're back in the day. I'm here to say I'm gonna punch your face. I don't know. I was like,
All of
I was
your
like,
bigotry needs to go away.
Yeah.
It's some fucking. It's some real. I went to the hat store and I bought myself a hat.
It's just I don't know.
You ain't
Again,
slick.
we don't listen to them for their lyrics. For my notes for Spirit Breaker, for whatever reason, I just copy and pasted the topster for my albums of the year, which I don't know how I even did that because we did that 3 days ago, and I took these notes like a month ago.
Good lord.
So I have no idea how that happened. Yeah, I thought the drums were a little loud and counted all as lost, but ultimately, the main reason why I like this one so much was I just felt like it was a bit more creative and diverse. The production, I feel like this one is where they really got the production like down, and I just felt like this one had more going for it. I felt like things felt more like intentional with how they're writing versus just kind of saying like hit the blast beats while the guitar goes and
Yeah.
this one just felt like it felt more intentional with kind of how they were writing, and it felt like they were trying new things. And every time when I put all the albums on shuffle, most of the time when I was like, oh, I'm kind of liking this one, I'd look and it would be from this album. So
That is.
it just
That's fair. Maybe I need to do that with like.
it just did it for me.
I think I would have liked it better. I don't know. Nick, where you got this one?
Rescue and Restore is number 3 for me.
Let's go.
I did the thing again.
You did it.
Let me get that out of the way.
I also love that everybody gets
Um,
more purple as it goes on.
Yeah.
Purple.
We love some Purple Gang.
No, it's what do I have for this one? No, I enjoyed this one. I kind of agree with Kyle in the sense that like this is a more unique, I think one of their more unique sounding albums. I really liked I like Fault Line a lot. I think that's my favorite song off the album. I really liked Beauty and Tragedy a lot. That was kind of a more different one. It was like it had that weird like kind of like spoken word type thing in the middle of it, but that's the build up back into the song after that spoken word part I really like. I think I remember at a Christmas Burns Red at the Chameleon Club, I crowd surfed to Fault Line, and that always kind of made the album stand out a little bit more for me as well. But I don't know, it's fun. I think it's one of the few ones where if you throw a song on shuffle and a song from Rescue and Restore popped on, I could point it out in comparison to the rest of all the other songs they've ever made, just because it does kind of have that more unique sound to it. But I just had that one. It was between that one and Leveler. I was kind of the similar reaction to you with Leveler, Paul. I was like, Leveler is like one of the best ones they have. Like, you know, there's no way it's gonna be less than 3. And then after I listened to it, I was like, yeah, this is kind of not
it's
as
just
good
like
as I remember it.
it's so easy to remember Leveler fondly because you just remember that 1-2 punch off the break of Empire and Internal Canon, and then you forget that there's what like 11 other songs on that album.
Yeah,
That's how I kind of felt.
yeah,
People
just-
thought about Constellations for all. I was like, yeah, there's Whitewashed, and then just people don't think about the other tracks. And then I went and listened to Constellations. I was like, no, all these other tracks are good.
yeah. And so, but no, I really enjoy Rescue and Restore. It's kind of still kind of falls into that, like, I won't say it's forgettable because I remember songs off of it, but there are songs on there that I'm like, I kind of forgot that this song existed until I heard it again. Like, but I feel like that's kind of the theme of all their albums. Like, they have just bangers. Like, they'll have like 1 or 2 songs that are like, this is a really good song. And then the rest of the album is still there, and you're kind of like, like, I guess, that's like my feelings. Like, I guess I gotta just kind of listen to the rest of this shit and hope that I get pleasantly surprised by something. But no, overall, I like Rescue and Restore, and I think it's a perfectly fine album.
Well, I differ from both of you a lot.
He hates it.
I don't hate this album. I have admittedly, this might be a reverse nostalgia one. I have never liked this album. And
Really?
I don't really have like an explanation for it other than just I think my biggest thing was I've always felt like this was where my August Burns Red fatigue started. Where like, we had like
Mine started after Messengers.
I mean, that's fair. But like we had Messengers, and then Constellations was like the big like breakout album, and then Leveler was the follow-up, and I was like, oh, they're doing some new cool stuff on this. And then I always just felt like this one fell flat to me. Like, it's just, oh yeah, here's more. Like, and I just like, there are definitely some good ass tracks on here. Like, I can't deny that whatsoever, and that is definitely what pushed it above Thrill Seeker. Like, I love Provision, Spirit Breaker, and Fault Line, like you mentioned. I like Creative Captivity, apparently. But, like, overall, like, I hate that there are no... Like, this was the album where I started to notice the stupid fade-out thing. I think, again, because I just already... I admittedly really tried to go into this one with an open mind, especially after I didn't like Leveler as much as I thought. I was like, oh, damn, like... I might have been wrong about all this as far as like my tastes go, and then I listened to it and I was like, oh yeah, no, I was almost spot on with this. They also decided to just piss me off by finally putting some kind of skit or something at the very end of the last track on this one, and I genuinely wanted to punch my windshield out after that. Because like, what do you fucking mean we're gonna finally put like a skit or like something to try and tie this album and make it an album instead of a collection of songs, and we're gonna put it on the last track at the very end of it? Like, fucking ridiculous. All else I have for this one, and this might have been what you were thinking of, Nick. Remedy Within Ruins, my first real band ever. one of our songs absolutely like has a near exact recreation of the lead from Fault Line. And it's
Oh shit!
it's pretty nuts. I'm gonna play it for stream real quick. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it. But,
I don't think so.
all right, here we go, chat. Oh, that's gonna be squishing that shit so bad. Hold on. I'm just gonna put it back where it was. Okay. So, chat, this is Fault Line.
I'm surprised you still have
Remedy was-
Spotify up for
I was
this.
about to say
And
that
then
too.
this is our song.
Hold up.
Oh yeah.
I need. Let me hit that real quick. So you said the intro to Fault Line.
The lead in Fault Line specifically, and then the lead in Discovering Me are like almost the exact same. Also, shout out to like real short hair but not knowing how to use hair product Paul right here. Like, I
Dude,
had
look
no
how big your
fucking
beard
clue.
is there.
I know. I have big beard. I had the fucking
That's great.
like horrendously gelled hair. Ugh.
I thought Jesse was in that band.
He was.
Where is he in the picture?
That was with our new vocalist
By
who
choice.
played.
Oh.
That was with our new vocalist who played one show and then just fucking dipped.
I thought it was Jesse's band. I didn't realize that Jesse ever left.
It was me and his band, and it should have just stayed that way, and I'm an idiot for ever like trying to keep it going with that, or like without him. I do like, I don't want to say I feel like horrendous about it, because like I just wanted something to play music, and like at the time he said he was cool, but like we did definitely kind of like use a song that he wrote and just had the new guy write lyrics for it, and like it was stupid. It should have just literally been like, okay, this band doesn't exist, we're making a new band starting from scratch, we're gonna play whatever the hell we want, which we did do down the line, and I still I remain that band was really fucking good, but I was already moving to Florida, so it was kind of doomed from the start. But yeah, Remedy was Jesse and I's band. It should have stayed like this band doesn't exist without both Jesse and I.
Now they're gonna do a collab, Remedy Within Business.
No. I wanted Jesse to feature
No
on
ruins.
I wanted
No
Jesse to
ruins.
feature on the EP. He was going to take Nick's feature actually, and I was going to have Nick feature on there here. And then Jesse
You and I decided not bomb a country, no ruins.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, that's my kind of bullshit right there.
Good lord. But yeah, I was gonna have Jesse was gonna feature on Snitch, and then I was gonna have Nick on There Here, and I was gonna have my buddy play saxophone on strings, but it just wasn't really working out for that one. He wanted too much
That would
money.
have got me. Oh.
Yeah, he's like,
It's not in it for the love of the game? What the heck?
well, he's like an actual session musician. And I was just like,
Well-
how much would it cost? And he was like, it's this. Also, you need to do shit with royalties. And I was like, I got no idea how to do that. I'm not even going to try. I was legitimately just like, that's more than I have in my $0 budget. And also, like, I don't know how to set up any of this with royalties. I am using a DistroKid account. So, yeah, that was why there was no saxophone on strings.
Wait, what part of There Here was did you have in mind for me if Jesse was going to do Snitch?
You were going to do second
I
verse.
don't think we ever... Ah.
Oh, no. I think, maybe I was going to have Johnny do second verse of There Here. I don't fucking know. But yeah, originally I was going to have Jesse do Snitch, and then he just like didn't do anything with it, having the song for a while, and I was like, you know what? Give this part to somebody who gives a shit.
He said, I don't wanna.
And then when Jesse heard the full EP for the first time, he came into my room and he was like, I need to have a word with you. And I was like, oh yeah, what's up? And he goes, so you're telling me that you turned Get Nasty into like one of the best new metal songs I've ever heard, and you wanted me to feature on the intro that you've had written for like 2 years? And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I said. And he didn't even want to do that.
Now he gets nothing.
All right. Well, You
Should we take this home?
Now let's take it home, baby.
Land
Chat,
the
if
plane.
you're keeping track, we got one album left.
Apparently this is an unpopular opinion. It's looking like, and that's this one.
Phantom Anthem.
Phantom Anthems at number 1 for me. I don't know if I was just having like a good day or what was going on, but I was really surprised by this one. I felt like there was a lot of like good energy in all the songs. I felt like they really tried to write something a bit more meaningful, like I said with Rescue and Return as well, where it felt like they weren't just like noodling or writing whatever. Like what they were writing felt intentional. It felt a bit more progressive. I felt like the production was heavier. Yeah, I just was really impressed all around. I felt like it was them going, all right, we wrote the same thing. What if we like tried to write something as opposed to just like riffing, which is what it felt like there was through like so much of this. And maybe again, I'm not a metalcore guy, and I don't get much out of just like kind of stuff. But this one, it felt like they took that and they tried to make something, you know. They thought about where they were putting the notes and when they were playing them. And like some of the guitar parts, it's like they would start off slow and then go doodly doodly and then go back to slow versus just doodly doodly the whole time. But yeah.
That's fair.
But again, still, lyrics, not great.
Yeah.
Darkness is your demise. You have to open your eyes to see the fire inside kind of crap. I don't know if that was actually a lyric or if that's just something I wrote as a joke.
I think
but
he's spitting. I think Kyle's spitting over here.
I might have. Feel free to steal that. Here, let me read that again for you guys. If you want to put that in the song. Darkness is your demise. You have to open your eyes to see the fire inside. That's definitely a thing I made up because it's not under a specific song.
Very
So
fair.
I do think. So go ahead, steal it by all means.
Yep. All right. Nick, where did you have this one? Since I can't count.
Same as you, bro. This is number.
We both got it at
6.
6.
You guys gotta take
Yeah,
shots.
number 6.
Hey, that's a shot.
Hey, that's the second shot.
That would be shot.
it-
That'd be 2 for me, 1 for each of you, because I matched with Kyle on Thrill Seeker and then matched with you on Phantom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I mean it's you said it probably better than me, Paul, in that this is did something happen here?
What
Yeah,
happened?
we lost you.
Lost me?
Oh, it's my please don't.
No, I got you.
I think it's
Paul, but the
me.
middle screen is great. There we go.
Okay, that was weird. Don't know why
I
that
think it
did
was
that.
because I was clicking on other stuff in Discord, clearing some messages. That's my bad.
Can we pause for like 30
Um,
seconds? Hold your statement. My dog's barking. I'm gonna give her a treat and see if that'll keep her quiet for a little bit.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Not
I thought
Snowball.
I could wait.
I'll take a sip real quick while we're waiting.
Little Sipskis, I'm in. Some big water.
Well, water, yeah, big water. Shout out to Big H2O.
So yeah, Nick, you like that? You like that little demo I sent?
Mm-hmm.
That was that I
pretty
think
good.
that I think was exactly what I wanted for the album. I think instrumentally, album is done. It's ready to rumble. I gotta write lyrics for that one, but I already have ideas, and then I'm gonna rewrite the lyrics for Cope, Seethe, Mauled, and then do that one with Jake real quick. Just to see if
I do like that.
enjoy- I like it a
I like
lot.
Bar Fight though.
Oh my God,
so
Bar
big on
Fight.
Bar Fight.
Bar Fight's such
I'm
a
back.
good
All right.
song.
Tell me how I'm wrong.
Are kicking back into this?
Yeah, kick back in.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't
Okay.
mean to go.
We were just
No,
leaking
no,
stuff.
you're good. This one, it's another just kind of like snooze fest for me. I was saying, like, I think Paul said it best about just where the August Burns Red fatigue kicked in.
Yeah.
And for me, that really kind of kicked in and found a way in faraway places. Like, it's a good album, but I was like, I've just heard, like, I've been listening to these guys since I was in like high school, like 10th grade in high school. And you know, we fast forward now to when the Found a Way in Faraway Places got, like 2015, I
Yeah.
think. Like I've been listening to them for, you know, about probably a little more than 5 years at this point. Like everything kind of started to sound similar, and then this one came out in 2017, and I was like, at this point now, I had a much, I would say, more mature understanding of music and like what I really do like, and outside of just from like Unga Bucket Slam, like actually like what a good, well, like rounded album sounds like. And this just was like, it's like production's good, but like it's just boring. Like I just was like, okay, like August Burns Red, clearly like they have a very specific sound that fits them, and they have clearly shown that for the past like 10 to 15 years of their existence, that they really are going to stick with this with a very, very little variety mixed into that. And like that's fine, like they get a lot of listens and people really like them. I think the one thing I had is just a note for the band across the board, and kind of to Kyle's point about the lyrics, is that my thought always with them from young to old is that like they are trying to they want to be a Christian band, but they don't want to sound like a Christian band. They're almost like trying to be sneaky about things, of like very subtly sprinkling in little things in there. And to me, I'm like, just pick one or the other and just run with it. Like if you picked one, like if you went full Christcore, like for today level Christcore, you might sound cheesier, but like you're sticking to the thing that you're like saying you are. Or if you just wanted to be like, hey, we're a bunch of Christians who are in a band together and we just write the music we want to write, that would be fine too. But it's like they're in this weird kind of mix of that. And
like they're not going kind of, I was gonna say they're not going the like Silent Planet route either, where it's just we have some Christian members, but we write exclusively just whatever the hell we want. Right. It's not like it's at the forefront for some of their stuff, but I want to say that like when I was looking into it, like I think Jake is not even like a practicing Christian. I think him and Matt Greiner are not. I think some of the,
I don't know.
I want to say, I don't know if I read that right on like Wikipedia or wherever I was looking, but like I know not all of the members are like actual practicing Christians.
No,
I think it's just like they all respect it, and like, you know, it's obviously like they all hang out with, it's clear they all hang out with people who are. So like, I don't know. Yeah, it is a very
regardless
weird
of one way or the other. It's like the I think the in between part hinders what they could be, and you know, for what they are and what they have made. Like obviously, there's stuff that I still listen to after years and years of listening to them, and like that holds up. But yeah, just with the Phantom Anthem, like it just, I don't know. I had just a really weird experience listening to it. Just kind of like, okay, like that's like, okay, like that's a song. Like let's get to the next one. Like that's just how I was just the entire like listen through. But yeah, that's just kind of my, I guess, like that, my thoughts on that album, just as August Burns Red as a whole, is that they just kind of, I don't think they really even know what they're doing other than just writing kind of the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and clear has worked for them.
It was almost easier, I feel like, to just like review the band as a whole, because most things that like most criticisms or compliments that I had, I felt like covered the majority of their albums.
Yeah. That's why this was a very interesting one to do. But I guess to go into my thoughts on this one. And this one's fine. It's you know, as far as an August Burns Red album goes, it certainly is one of them. I think there are a couple real good tracks on this one, but I could say that about every other album here. Like even Rescue and Restore, my album that like is kind of the lowest other than Thrill Seeker, like I still enjoy, like, you know, Provision, Spirit Breaker, Fault Line, Creative Captivity. Like I still enjoy like 4 tracks, and this one's kind of no different from that. Like I like Invisible Enemy a lot. I do think Invisible Enemy has one of their coolest music videos, where it's like little like puppets of them reenacting their old music videos. That one was very, very fun when it came out. King of Sorrow is really good. I said The Frost, Float, and Carbon Copy were all really good. I actually differed from you guys on the production for this one. I think this one sounds like shit.
Really?
Not in the Messengers way, but it just sounds like they have a like annoying ass limiter on everything, because I felt like shit would be like loud, and then in the second like everything kicked in, it would just all duck. Like you would have like a guitar riff going, and then the second like everything starts playing, everything fucking ducks, and it's just this like super flat, like squish down mix. I was actually pulling down the I was pulling up the meme where it's like this person squishes down the garbage with his squisher downer. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but somebody was like,
I have not.
Jake sent me that ages ago, and it was like when I put too much compression on the mix, and it was like the squisher downer squishes down the garbage so that we can deal with it later. Again with the fade outs. Come on. And then
I'm surprised I didn't notice them because I'm also not a big fade out guy.
oh, it is the same.
It's
every fucking song.
Is it
It's
really?
so
Wow.
bad.
Yeah.
Like go
Maybe I
like
just got used to it at some point.
go like Rescue and Restore Onward. Almost all of them end with like the same little like they hold out a note and then it just fades.
Oh, I thought you meant like they keep playing and it just gets quieter and quieter. Holdouts
They
are
do
fine.
that on
Got it.
some songs, but a lot of them
Yeah.
they have a holdout with like just like a pretty quick fade, and I hate it. I hate hearing it every song. But yeah, overall, it's I said there's nothing special to this one. Like even compared to like Guardians that I enjoyed a lot more. Like it doesn't have the hits that like Leveler and Messengers and Constellations do. This would have been like my middle of the road, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like this one, I just don't care about. Whereas like Rescue and Restore, I've always been a Rescue and Restore hater, and apparently that's never going to change. Thrill Seeker's just old.
Those are my two favorites, man.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's why I did think this one was going to be very interesting for me. Because again, like, Kyle, you don't really listen to a whole ton of metalcore, and like, August Burns Red is like a, I feel like they're very much a you had to be there kind of band, you know?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic way to describe
Like
them.
you go to an August Burns Red concert. I don't think there's anybody under 25 at that place. I'm just going to be very realistic about it. I think you have this audience that has been around for the entirety of it. Everybody's pushing 30, but like that's why they're still around, is because everybody like remembers August Burns Red. Like, it's like, and they show that, I think, with the fact that they're like remastering all of their albums and like all that stuff right now. Like, we did the Messengers remix, we did the Constellations remix, and there's Guardians, and then
That's why I said like
Thrill Seeker
if it ain't
Live,
broke,
and
don't-
then
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're
Yeah.
like, it works and it gets views.
yeah, Thrill
It's
Seeker
Encore, it's
Live, and then
Unswap.
Leveler 10th anniversary, and then Leveler Live, and then Death Below, and then Thrill Seeker like fully, I guess, 20th anniversary. Like they're just re-releasing old shit at this point, and like,
Yeah.
in a way it's kind of sad, but also like I think it's sadder that people are like, I guess people are excited for this, and it does well if they keep fucking doing it. Like I could understand the Messengers remix, because again, I think Messengers has like the worst production other than Thrill Seeker. Which makes sense because it's the second one, but like still I think it has like very bad like production to it. Whereas like I don't really think you needed to remix Constellations.
I didn't think it sounded great.
You definitely didn't need to remix Leveler.
No.
And
After Leveler, I thought production was fine for the most part.
yeah, I think Leveler is like the baseline for production. And then like, I think Found in Faraway Places is where it gets good, like genuinely good. And like because I think from Rescue and Restore onward, they went with the same guy. I think they jumped around like between a couple people, and then I think they did the Christmas album with one of the guys, and then it was the same two dudes for the rest of the discography.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out like
on that.
why certain things didn't sound good, because I was like, oh, like if they had the same guy for Thrill Seeker and Messengers and then switched, it would have made sense. But they had the same guy for Thrill Seeker, Messengers, Constellations, Leveler, switched for the Christmas album, and then never looked back after that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I would agree with you. It is definitely you had to be there.
Yeah. But that's
For the run.
yeah. And again, like it's wild because I liked one of their more recent albums a ton. But again, like I can't really pull up Kyle's ranking again. But like if I was to look at Kyle's ranking, I know Guardians wasn't like super high on that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, for somebody that like is listening to them for the first time, you're just gonna sit there and be like, damn, this band does the same thing every fucking album. And I think like Guardians only appeals to me because like I have a nostalgia for this song because it was like the first heavy band I ever listened to. They're also a really easy gateway band back in the day when like Christianity was like way more poppin' and like more parents were like, you could only listen to Christian music. What'd you say, Kyle?
Yeah.
I said when it was more hip to be Christian.
Yeah, like I don't know.
I can say like the reason I'm into the music that I'm into now is because of August Runs Red. Like,
yes.
I think the first song I ever listened to that had like aggressive vocals was Poor Millionaire and Empire. Those are the first two quote unquote screamo songs I ever listened to. So like it's hard because I'm like, I want to just be like, these guys kind of suck right now. Like I kind of hate August Runs Red to an extent, but like I will always like have a place in my heart for them because like I got into the music I'm into now because of August Burns Red.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how I like. It's the fucking when your goat is washed meme.
Well, that's why I think I have such a different opinion than you guys.
Yeah,
like this, my first time basically listening to them, and I have.
You glad you wasted a month of your life on this, Kyle?
I mean, Paul, you know the kind of music I listen to, and for me,
that's
like,
fair.
I like it when bands grow and evolve, and like again, like no matter what your thoughts and opinions were on like the Black Country New Road discography, you had their first album, which was like this post-rock jazz punk kind of fusion. You had their second album, which was much more like indie rock, a little bit orchestral. And you had their most recent album, which is more like folksy pop, twee stuff. And like each album kind of gives you something different, whether you like it or not. And to get 10 albums of the same thing, it feels like insulting a little bit to me. I think if this was 3 albums, I'd be like, this is cool. This is great stuff.
Yeah. Like if
after a while,
if the discography was like just your top 3 for you, I feel like you would have been like, yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to see what they do next.
Well, because that's how I felt after Thrill Seeker. I mean, granted, it was their debut, but I was like, oh, I'm not blown away. I can't wait to see how they fine tune and work out all the quirks that maybe they have. Because I bring up bands like Model Actress with their album from this past year. Their sophomore album for me was just like them fixing some of the issues their first album had and adding in some new things like more melodic singing, whatnot. Even the Olivia Rodrigo album from a few years ago, Sour to Guts. Sour had way too many ballads, way too slow. Guts came in, they got rid of that. Yeah, it's still pop music, but it had that like mainstream pop punk kind of flair that made it fun and more upbeat. It's working out these kinks and improving on it. And I feel like between at least most of these, I'm just like, yeah, they're just doing the same thing and the production's getting slightly better. And then I'm nitpicking little things like, oh, this song had like slight singing underneath the screaming at this one part, and that makes it different because that's the only thing I can find. And I think
again, it's a okay, Zuko.
I said that earlier.
Yeah, we've already been there. You're late.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's an album that like very much or it's a band that like you had to be there. It's like if you were not there for it, like what, I don't think there's a lot of reason to get into them at this point.
Yeah. And again, I want to be clear too. Like, I think these guys are incredibly talented. Like, even
unless you're a drummer. If you're a drummer, then there's.
Yeah, I'm listening to these guys, and the speed and precision at which they're playing is incredible. It's just in terms of writing something, I feel like it really does just kind of feel like sometimes that they sat there and went, well, what if we went and then was like, all right, well, what do we do after that? What if we went and like it took, and then like, all right, that's that song. What's the next one? Like, it felt like, and that's why again, like, and I know you guys have different opinions, but I felt like Phantom, whatever that says, and Rescue and Restore, I felt like there was a bit more thought, it felt like, put into what they're doing.
I can understand that.
But again, I'm also not in the metalcore as much.
I will agree that the songwriting does only get better as the albums go on, which again I think is why Guardians is so high for me. Is I think like, you know, they started to actually think about where they're transitioning song, like within the songs themselves. They start thinking about the transitions. Like I called Messengers fucking riff salad, and it is, but it's my riff salad. You know?
Yeah. Well, and that's a
Right in
case
front
of
of my
too. Like I
salad.
think, you know, I think there's again like it's perfectly fine starting off somewhere and fine tuning. And even though these albums are up top for me, I'm still wishing they did more. I'm still like, you went from Messengers, did all this work just to get, in my opinion, a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, you got, like, experiment. Make a really bad album. Do it. Just see what happens. I feel like there's so many metal bands that were popular back in the day that go soft or just write some real awful crap thing and then they go back to being metal because everyone hates it.
Yeah.
Do that. Go ahead. write your boring pop album and then come back. You know? I don't know. But I guess they don't have a vocalist for pop.
Yeah, no, they do not. Nick, do you got any
he's-
closing
he's-
thoughts before we spin the wheel?
Only thing I can add is that the Jake Lors has his own gym, and I think that's
Oh,
where
does
most of
he?
his focus is. Yeah, I forget what it's called, but he does run a gym.
It's called Lifting You Up.
Yeah.
That's fucking
You
good.
raise me up.
No, I mean the kind of what's been said is what my thoughts is kind of what's already been said. Like, I agree that I feel like they have like the enough talent to experiment and be a bit more creative, and I think I don't know if it was like a creative decision to just kind of be repetitive, or if it was something else going on that kind of kept them locked into the sound that they have. Because, like Paul said, I mean, like Matt Greiner's an incredible drummer.
Yeah.
I think their guitarists are talented enough that they could have had some variation in their sound, even if Jake Lors didn't change how he sang. Like, just the instrument side of it changing up enough, I think, could have breathe some more fresh air into
I
their
will say on
discography,
that
but-
note that I know they can write different stuff because again, Dustin, their bassist, had his whole like little pop punk project. I am imagining that it is either a so talented we've written ourselves into a hole and don't really know how to like you know, they're clearly like, you know, incredibly talented like at their instruments, but I feel like to make all those instruments sound as talented as possible still on the same song and not like slight anybody, like this is just kind of what they have to do, or it's a genuine just like this is a safety net, it works every time, why would we stop doing it?
And honestly, I think that's the main. I think that's
Yeah.
the main thing. At the end of the day, it's like why would we change what's working well? Like if they just had an absolute just like it sounds exactly the same, but it just didn't do any numbers. I think they would have changed up their sound. But the fact that they still put out an album after being around since 2005, and they're getting millions and millions of listens on just your Spotify alone, off of the singles, a few of like the heaters on the album, like.
Yeah.
Why change anything? It works.
For the love of the art. For the love of the art, August Burn Red.
Yeah, I think they're a little more business minded than most actual artists in the scene.
That's why I listen to my favorite metalcore band, because they're no business.
Yes, sir. We don't make any money.
We're broke as hell.
We lose money, in fact. This
love
this
of the
$35 a year ain't paying for itself, I'll tell you that. it's like
Not
40
yet.
now, I think. Yeah, not yet. This next album though. This next verse though.
This next verse.
These bars. All right.
Just convince all your friends to switch to Apple Music, and then you get like double the payment. So instead of getting 10 cents, you'll get 20 cents.
True. All right, gamers. It's time for everybody's favorite time. What are we doing in March? Just as a reminder for everybody, we are doing it's Thought Crime, right, Kyle?
Backwash?
Backwash.
What is Thought Crime?
Thought Crime is a band. I'm telling you, Thought
Okay.
Crime is a band.
Show me potato salad.
Yo, Bad Bunny?
Oh, Thought Crimes. It would appear that they are their bio is literally just banned New York.
Awesome.
I love that. Yeah, they're like a 1,700 monthly listener. I'm assuming like maybe like hardcore band or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm looking at. My bad. Backwash is the next one. An artist I have never listened to before, but the little snippets that I heard upon picking them over Kendrick Lamar has me excited. So we'll be back sometime in February for that.
Yeah.
Do we want to schedule that now? Do we got anything going on February 2nd?
No.
I shouldn't. Work should be dead. And I don't think I think I will have a show on the 7th. So the 2nd should be good.
2nd of February?
Yeah. Schedule that.
That should work for me, yeah.
All right, book it, boys. Anyways, for the next one in March, we've got our good friend, the Picker Wheel. Kyle, I'm going to spin this wheel twice, and you can pick between which two artists it's going to be.
You got it, boss. Spin
All
away.
right, first one. Oh, thank God it landed on Young Gravy and not the Devil Wears Prada. Young Gravy! Do I even got to spin the wheel again?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, come on.
Something
White
about
boy
it.
has motion.
His vibes give me the ick.
Kyle don't like it when white boys got a little motion.
Yeah.
All right, another spin.
He's gonna steal my mom.
He is gonna steal your mom. Or Knuckle Puck. Ooh.
Or Knuckle Puck.
Don't do that. They don't like that. They get
I don't
really
care.
mad
Tell 'em
when
to
you do
lighten
that.
up. Tell them to lighten up.
Yeah.
Gosh dang.
Ugh. This is a very interesting choice you have here, Kyle. You've either got greatest of all time rapper Young Gravy or Knuckle Puck, previously one of my favorite bands. That unfortunately,
Are they icky now?
they're not icky now. I just haven't. I have not really fucked with pop punk as a genre since like 2017. So.
Me too, which is why I kind of want to pick it. I'm picking Kanuklapook.
All right, Kanuklapook is our next one.
Yeah. Also, there's only, I don't know how many Young Gravy has, but there's only 4 albums here, which is pretty nice.
Is it only 4? I thought they had a 5th.
It says, I see Shapeshifter 2020, Losing What We Love, and then Copacetic.
Oh, you're listening.
You know miles.
I got
away.
bad news, Kyle. You're listening to some EPs.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Losing What We Love. What the fuck is Disposable Life? I don't think I ever listened to that. We'll add it. The EPs are short. Yeah. 2020. Shapeshifter, definitely. Copacetic, definitely. You gotta do While I Stay Secluded. And you definitely gotta do The Weight That You Buried. Don't Come Home is fine. And I don't know that we need that one. Might as well just do them all.
I'll do them all.
They're EPs. Get over it. I will say though, after you lift, after
You got this, man.
Oh, come on.
After you listen to Shapeshifter, I do highly recommend Shifted. It's just some remixes of the songs on Shapeshifter, and I like them a lot.
Some
That's
remixed pop punk song. Sounds like a classic.
It's like, it's not what you would think when I say remix. It's really good. Like it's like how would I even describe this? It's weird, and I like it, and I really like that they did it. And then I get to show off the fact that I have the distortion pedal from 2020 as well, and I have a rare copy of 2020.
I think.
And you have the Knuckle
one of
Puck
the
flag.
I do have the
first
Knuckle Puck
times-
flag. It's not up right now.
I think one of the first times I ever met you, Paul, you were wearing a Knuckle Puck hoodie or T-shirt. You had some.
Oh, I had many a Knuckle Puck shirt.
You had
for a long time.
some shirt. I can't
He was
remember
a
what it was.
puckhead.
Yeah, I'll have to break them all out. I know I have the Kanuklapook shirt. Like the one
Hmm.
that literally says the name wrong. I have that upstairs still.
Jared Alonji, right?
Yep. The Jared Alonji shirt. And I have my Shapeshifter hoodie still, because that's just a damn good hoodie.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was red.
Red.
I also
Red
stepped out
Knuckle
for a
Puck?
minute. Keep chatting.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought I had like brass knuckles on it, maybe.
I feel like that would have been a Belmont shirt.
I don't know.
I
just
remember I had
you-
a red Belmont shirt with a switchblade on it.
Maybe it was in college. You
Yeah,
had it, not
yeah, that might
when
have
we first
been
met.
that might have been if it was in college. It was definitely a red Belmont shirt with a switchblade on it. I am so mad I can't find that shirt. Same with my
Yeah.
Stray from the Path Lighthouse shirt. I missed that one. That was a good
I
shirt.
hate to see it.
R.I.P. Stray from the Path, man.
Yeah, I feel like I've kept almost every piece of band merch. It is like to this day, like my end goal when I eventually they start to fade out, or I'm
Yeah.
like I need to maybe not wear band shirts every single day, which I'll be like 80 when that happens. Is to have them all somehow stitched together into like a blanket,
Like a
or
big-ass quilt.
some kind of yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been what I wanted to do with them, is to have that all stitched together into some kind of tapestry of sorts. But
Yeah, I had been thinking about
I
doing
still be
that.
wearing that shit.
I had been thinking about doing that for a while. Never got around to it. Cause like I just had so many, and like my other problem was I just happened to like a lot of bands that get canceled.
Yeah.
So
I feel like for me though, like I
for
never
me,
order...
it's a dangerous game for me to ever make a quilt out of band shirts, because I'm just like, you never fucking know.
Yeah.
Like
I
even
feel
the
like for me,
the Knuckle Puck boys had some controversy at one point.
Well,
It blew over like immediately, but
yeah. I think for me with it, it's like I don't buy band shirts like off their websites. I always get band shirts at shows I went
Yes.
to. So it's like a mix of like these are bands I really like, but these are also like shows that I had been to, and it's like a memory of a show. Like even if like I'm not even that super crazy about the band, like I have a bunch of Traders t-shirts. I used to be such a massive fucking Traders fans, and now like
yeah, that'd be crazy, Alex. That'd be insane. I think I
The
might
Ronnie
have.
Radke
I might have
special.
had a Falling in Reverse shirt at one point. I liked
But
them a
either
lot
way-
when they first came out, and then just
it's
Ronnie kept opening his mouth. Unfortunately,
yeah.
that dude
but,
could have just shut
yeah.
the fuck up and made like half decent music for the rest of his life.
Didn't he kill a guy?
He was an accessory to murder.
That's what. Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he like drove the getaway car or something.
Something like
From
that.
what I remember, he was an accessory to murder. His life is like
Alex,
a video
you're-
game.
I'm gonna kill you.
Trying hard
Motherfucker.
to beat the stage, all the while still collecting coins. You know,
God.
that album sucks, by the way. People tried to convince me that one was good. I was like, no, it's not.
My life is like
I'm
a
glad that I
video
type in
game.
fall and the first thing that comes up is fall 50 feet. I
Fall
type
in
in
reverse.
falling and the first thing that comes up is falling with scissors. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good, chat.
I type in falling. First thing comes up, falling reverse, colon, Ronnie Radke, is he dead yet?
Oh, God. You
I
know,
love
the
those
fact
memes on
that
Twitter, where it's like, this isn't Ronnie Radke.
the fact that I'm so mad that like their newer stuff is in their top like popular songs. Like, why the fuck do any of these new
Yeah.
songs have more streams than The Drug in Me Is You? That's crazy. That's
I couldn't tell you.
that's
It all
insane.
circles back. It all circles back to one man. You start talking about music, and then I feel like you land on, if you're talking about metal and metalcore,
Yeah.
I always feel like the conversation somehow or another leads to one of two people, and they're both not good people.
Who's the other one?
Yeah,
Tim
he did.
Lambesis?
He did do one with Jelly Roll.
No, that one's just kind of funny. That's more comedy in my
Yeah,
opinion.
let's since we're talking about metalcore and like that specific style. Hey Kyle, can I tell you the story about this man Tim Lambesis, who he was the vocalist.
Oh fuck.
He was the vocalist of what was it? All That Remains.
As I Lay Dying.
As I Lay Dying.
As I Lay Dying.
That sounds familiar.
He was the vocalist of As I Lay Dying. He hired a hitman to kill his wife, did time in prison for it, got out and was like, guys, I'm a changed man. As I Lay Dying, like, came back off of that. Recently, he was in the news for attempting to kill his now girlfriend.
Oh.
So, moral of the story is,
Jokes.
nobody learned anything.
If you're gonna be in a metalcore band, go to therapy first.
And
That's what we're learning.
even better, Jared Alonji was vindicated on that one, because that dude made a video right when the first, like, As I Lay Dying comeback song came out and people were gassing it up. Jared Alonji literally made a video titled The Tim Lambesis Wife Killer Workout, where it's like, it's clearly a joke video for the first like 30 seconds, and then he goes like deep into the details of like steroid use and like blaming roid rage and like all this other stuff, and just fucking like destroys every argument that Tim Lambesis could have ever made. It's a very good video. Basically just talking about like roid rage isn't real. Fucking the people who take steroids are actually like statistically higher to just have committed violent crimes anyways. It's fucking crazy. It's wild that he just had to vindicate Jared fucking Alonji after that long.
Interesting.
The other person I had in mind was Franz.
Oh. No, I don't.
If it's like Ronnie Radke or Franz, I feel like
Did you guys listen to
somehow
the,
circle back.
Did you guys listen to the Falling in Reverse album from 2024?
Fuck no.
Sure haven't. Nope.
Did
It was-
you?
I did, just because I was curious, and it was one of the most hilarious and awful things I heard
Yeah.
ever.
I
It
can
was
believe
almost
that.
enjoyable by how bad it is. You know, it was one of those moments where it's like I'm hate enjoying, and I don't like to do that because I think at that point just genuinely enjoy something.
Yeah, you
versus
got
just hate enjoy, but
you got
I
the
don't know,
song
man.
Ronald featuring Tech Nine and Alex Terrible. Woo!
Oh God.
Oh, also, it's the bad guy features Soraya, which is now his ex-girlfriend.
Huh?
Soraya is a Paige from WWE.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's a different Soraya and you happen to have another
No,
woman
I
named
can't
Soraya
believe I
featured.
can't imagine that. There is a Falling in Reverse Jelly Roll song.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
I
what,
know that's a thing.
Alex was saying in chat, I lost all respect for Jelly Roll, which I knew nothing about him outside the fact that he was in WWE one time and then he did a song with Falling in Reverse, and I said, well,
Ah. Yeah.
that's like, I heard a story, I think it was Tyler Childers. He's like a country
Childers.
artist. Childers, yeah. I think it was him. I think I heard this on TikTok or something, but apparently he was like texting Post Malone, and they're like gonna hang out somewhere, and Post Malone shows up, and he shows up with what's his name, Morgan Wallen, to the bar, and Tyler Childers just like was like, oh hey, come sit here. Oh here, you can take my seat, and then he just got up and left. He didn't even say
Yeah,
bye. He just got up and left. He saw Morgan Wallen, which is like, yeah, you guys can sit here. That's fine, and then just like left.
Mm.
I like Tyler Childers a lot. He's
great.
an incredible musician. He's got a great voice.
Yeah.
Hell
But-
yeah.
I love the fact that he's just like, yep, Morgan Wallen. Nope, I'm not hanging out with you guys anymore.
Nope.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna.
But yeah,
You guys-
Kyle. Metalcore, am I right, man?
Yeah. you
Yeah.
are.
So,
When's the next No
Hash-
Business one coming out?
I'd have to record it for it to come out, so I don't know.
I gotta. Is Callous Cowboys is considered metalcore, right? Are they under the metalcore?
They're
brand?
technically mathcore, but I feel like they're closer to metalcore these days.
Yeah. Well, what's the last Knocked Loose album under?
Knocked Loose. Okay, so that's a funny one. That you're gonna piss off Reddit if I talk about, but
I just label it all under metal in my mind.
No,
but I
that's
know
fair.
people get mad at
so,
at genres and
Knocked
whatnot.
Loose technically is, in every form of the word, they are the exact correct definition of metalcore. Like, Knocked Loose is what metalcore is, a mixture of metal and hardcore. The thing is, that definition got skewed so long ago, that like metalcore now means like mostly metal, but with like hardcore vocals. Because it used to be just a flat blend of the two genres, like a la Earth Crisis, I think was like the first metalcore band ever, technically. But they still consider themselves a hardcore band. But because of how Knocked Loose came up and like the scenes that they were playing in and like the things that they believe in, a lot of people were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Knocked Loose is a hardcore band. Like, they're not a metalcore band. But again, by every standard of what that band is, they are a metalcore band. Like, they are the definition of a metalcore band.
Well, that's what I would say. They just sound like a more metal version of a hardcore band.
Correct.
And
that,
if I were to...
That's what it's supposed to be. But instead, it's like a... You know, like an August Burns Red, Killswitch Engage, like those kind of things where like it's very much just metal, but with like some screaming.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it turned into over time. Metalcore is such a bad definition that like you kind of just either got to go by like what the influences are or like, you know, whatever actual subgenre they're supposed to be. Because like Every Time I Die is technically a metalcore band. Those are Southern rock riffs. Like it's all over the fucking place, man. It's such a dumbass genre, and I think that's part of why I love it. But
yeah,
it's
because
once you get into
Knocked
the
Loose album was
subgenres,
great.
yeah. Once you get into technical, brutal slamming deathcore versus brutal technical slamming deathcore, that's where I start wanting to.
And don't you get it wrong. If you want to talk about pissing off motherfuckers
Yeah, don't
on
you
Reddit,
get it wrong.
that's how you do it.
Don't you get
Well,
it
that's
wrong?
what-
You'll
that
be able
was
to
just
start
kind
smelling.
of,
You'll start smelling the armpits immediately if you get that one wrong.
That was going to be one of like the follow-up questions to that is like, do you think that maybe the reason why bands like August Burns Red don't break away from their sound as much is because there's so much subgenreing going on in the metal just genre as a whole that like you don't want to risk kind of stirring the pot and creating a thing of you're a metalcore band, but now you're doing super death metalcore or or math metalcore. And maybe that's I don't know.
I
Just a
think
thought.
I think Jake
wouldn't-
Lurs just needs to pay off the mortgage to his gym, and so he's like, we're
Yeah.
making money off of this.
I do think I think it's literally just it ain't broke, don't fix it. It makes us money, and like we don't have to have actual jobs. We can put our time into like other passions such as owning a gym or like whatever the hell else the other guys do. Yeah, I think it's much more on that front. I wouldn't put it past them to be like, we don't want to, especially, I feel like they're too deep at this point. I feel like at this point, if they put out something like really crazy and creative, I feel like people like you and I, Kyle, would really love it. But their core fan base that has been with them for 20 fucking years at this point, they're just going to get mad. Like, and they're going to be like, what the fuck is this? Like, if they all of a sudden start putting in like fucking dream pop parts or like break beats and stuff into an August Burns Red song, I think that would be awesome. I think August Burns Red's audience is not going to like that, and I don't think they're going to make a decision that would like piss their poor audience off. Again, if they were going to do it, they would have done it already. They have they are more than secure in their place in the music industry. Like, you're going to get that same exact crowd that I've been talking about. Like, it's going to be like, you have that audience. You can just milk that audience. Why would you do anything to jeopardize it at this point?
They're milking their fans.
Yeah.
Their core audience is the Punisher Thin Blue Line bumper sticker.
Yeah. That is unfortunate.
No, because they said they don't want the bigotry.
I think well, it doesn't matter what
They
say.
said they want more diversity. We're here to say we're sick of your bigotry.
It doesn't matter what you say because the Thin Blue Line Punisher guys can soy point at the fact that they close every show by saying thank you, God bless, and be like, see, that's a Christian band. That's a Christian band. They believe the same things I do. Also, like, Kyle, I'm going to be real here. Thin Blue Line Punisher guys are not looking at lyrics.
You're right. I mean, they're not even.
You
looking
might
at
have been
hardcore
better off
comics
not
either.
doing that for this band, but
I stopped basically after Constellations because I was like,
yeah.
I think I would have liked that a lot more if I just didn't read.
Yeah.
Correct.
End sentence. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this has been really fun, guys.
And we did it. We did it.
No,
We did it.
appreciate y'all having me on this fun episode.
Thanks for coming. I like hearing because like I'm not super into a lot of the metal stuff, so I like kind of getting other perspectives and figuring out why people are into it and what makes it kind of special for them.
Yeah, and on that same note, Kyle, that's why I really liked having like your perspective for this, because again, like I fucking listen to this shit all day. Same, like Nick and I have both been listening to this band for well over 15 years or something, probably.
Yeah.
Like we've seen this all before. We kind of know, for the most part, what we're going to go into this with. It's very fun to see a fresh perspective again on a band that I don't think is getting a lot of new people into them at this point. I could be wrong on that, but I just don't think that's happening. I think it's,
to be
like,
fair, I think there's nothing really to get into it. Like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like at this point there's no reason to get into them. Not saying that it's what is bad, but like, I think the early 2010s would have been like the perfect time to get into these guys.
It absolutely was, because you
like,
never
you
heard
have a couple albums
like
creating a foundation, and then you get a couple more like the albums with better production. You're like, wow, this is cool, and then you find other bands and you move on.
And you realize that there's people who make good, like, well put together music.
Yeah,
there's
like, people who can write a chorus.
You're like, oh, just because there's talent doesn't mean there's.
But like now I'm used to harsh vocals and music, so I can enjoy.
Yeah, that's true.
Or there's the argument to be made that Heavy Hitter is a more talented band because Austin actually wrote a fucking hook. Shout out to those guys.
Shout out Heavy Hitter. Yeah, shout out
and you know what?
Well,
you know what? I'm gonna say it. It's a good ass hook. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I love.
No, it is.
I love to shit on that band because they're my friends. But again, like the fucking I can't stand the way you speak. Fucking love that shit. They needed a repeating part like that. And I'm so glad they wrote it.
Well, if you boys ever go through the discography of some stupid, brutal slamming death metal band, hit up my line. Or if you're in another Christcore genre era,
I was gonna say Prada is on the list.
I could get into that.
That Kyle, I
already know what my number one's gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't care if EPs are not allowed. I do not want to be a part of the conversation.
EPs unfortunately do have to be allowed because I love both of those EPs so much. Or I guess all three of them, because they did Zombie 2.
There's only one that matters to me.
Space is so slept on. Anyways, Nick, anything else you want to say before we I get this raid going?
Anything else you want to, what's the word? Promote?
No, I don't got anything. I just
appreciate not like a Twitch or anything.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, we're gonna post this on YouTube as like a full video and all that.
I try to
put
it and upload it. Yeah, I'll try to remember to put your Twitch in the description.
Yeah, I mean, just my Twitch,
just Paul's in there.
Cornholio 34.
Yeah,
and I don't have a schedule for being live, just kind of whenever I feel like it. But usually like 2 to 3 times a week, I'm out here doing something fucking stupid.
If you follow him, you'll get notified when he goes live, so you won't need to know his schedule.
Real.
Chat, I will also, or chat or viewer or watcher or whatever the hell you want to be called on YouTube. I will also mention that Nick is the guitarist of my band No Business. So you should listen to that band so that we can make lots of money and sell out just like August Burns Red.
They're gonna make
$42.
We're gonna make 30 cents this year, baby.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna raid out to Oatsby, my friend Mark. I have no idea what he's doing. Oh, I think he's playing Jackbox. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna raid out to to CQB Waffles.
Well, if you do that, you better do it quick because it's gonna pass everybody.
I mean, I don't know if I have any viewers that aren't watching you as well, so, but
I have no idea. But yeah. All right, chat. Your thing done? Yeah, I'm closing Kyle's stream.
Yeah.
All right. Starting it up. Chat, we're raiding out to Oatsby. That's Mark from Board Gamers. Please show him a good time. I think this might be his first. I don't know if this is his first stream ever, but I know it's like the first one under the Oatsby banner. So, show this man a good time. Bully him a little bit. You gotta. You know, this guy runs a fucking board game channel. Call him a nerd. Anyways. Yeah, that's all I got. Peace out, chat. Bye-bye.
We did it. We did it. We did it.